shows me the specific URL, including the stream key, so I can confirm it.
Yeah.
Okay. Studio mode. All right. Let me do. I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna do like a silent 10-second countdown, and then I'll bring you over and I'll give you a short intro.
All right.
All right, y'all. We are back with FortunateNeil, with Groucho and Casanova on commentary. And do we once again have a massive RTMP delay? I think we might. That's fun. I love it when that happens. I won't hold this train up any longer. We have a Alpha Sapphire run, and great runners, great commentators. I'll let y'all take it from here.
All right. So it starts off with like a 2-minute introduction. So I'll just start that first. So 3, 2, 1. Oh, hey.
We good?
Yeah. All right. So I'm Neil, a Fortunate. It's, okay. So it's a remake of Sapphire, 2003. Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're just watching the intro cutscene here. Just by way of introduction. Fortunate's running the game. The person that is talking at this very moment right now is me, Groucho Barks. I've run this game for a while. All the runners and the commentators here are runners of this version of the game in particular, and that's Alpha Sapphire. Kaz, do you want to quickly just give yourself an introduction while Neil is going through the intro cutscene here?
Sure. Yep, my name is Casanova. I'm also an Alpha Sapphire runner. And yeah, this is a great game. One of the first Pokemon games I actually really got into. So glad to see it here in this marathon.
Yeah, so a quick introduction to this. What we're doing is watching, like every other Pokemon game, the introduction cutscene that's telling you about the world of Pokemon and the adventures that await you. And so pretty much what Fortunate did right now is kind of just mash through some of the dialogue. But what Fortunate already did was select the girl character, May. And what that's going to do is actually, we do that on purpose. We have to choose the girl character. That is important for some of the rival fights. The second rival fight in particular, the rival's main Pokemon is going to have Rash nature if we select the girl. And that actually plays a significant part as Rash has a minus special defense nature. And so that's actually going to allow us to one-shot that rival Pokemon. And that's the primary reason why we'll select the girl. Not only because of that, but because May is just simply the coolest character.
True.
Yeah, so there's a lot of introduction right now. It's going to be mostly mashing. The only other thing that Fortunate's kind of really done right now is they went ahead and selected some menu stuff. And so pretty much what we're going to do is just going to set it as soon as we can. We're going to do fast text. So what we're mashing, we can mash through it a little bit faster. We're going to do set in place. So when we do battles, it's not going to tell us if we want to switch out Pokemon. We're going to be just using one Pokemon primarily for each of the fights. We're not going to do battle animations. And then we're also going to do something that's called L equals A. And that what that does is on the 3DS, there is a left shoulder button that essentially that you bind to your A button, which is your confirm button. And A and B are our primary mashing button. And so what we're going to do is we're going to hold one of the buttons, A, B, or L, and we're going to be able to mash the other one. And what we can also do is also touch the touch screen, that little screen on the left. You'll see that's a map now. That is the touch screen on the 3D. So we'll be interacting with that throughout the room to items to save marathon purposes, go navigate the map. But when you dialogue, it's just screen all the works like sudo able, so we can use to kind of mash through text a little bit faster. And so L equals early is just to allow us to use another this generation with the L is mask the A. So when you press A, it's L. It's the exact same buttons. You cannot hold and press them. It's kind of weird the way it is, and we have to work with it a little bit. But because we have the mesh being
Trying to get first out of the game.
Yeah. You talk most of this is the introduction. The plot not too complicated right now. We're kind of moving into the home region, getting settled. We met a neighbor. The devil's name for this game, and it's in trouble, so we're going to select Pokemon. Feel what Pokemon are you going with? You going with Mudkip?
Gotta go Mudkip, of course.
Good. Nice. I'm gaming. Yes. So this is the first three main. Oh, that's looking good too. Yeah. This is the use speed run. I want to go ahead and explain kind of the importance of stats that we're looking for. Yep.
Sure. So pretty much most of the stats for this mod are important in the role. For most of the role, we're going to be using physical attacks. Our attacks magic bit. Most of our opponents actually physical attacks, especially one trainer, brawl system, which we're going to get to later. The stat is probably the most important stat you can get. Attack is also important for the early part of the game when we only have water gun as an attack move. Later is the special attack. We want a good special attack. And of course, we want good speed stats. So we can make sure that we have speed our opponents, which makes things a lot quicker. So those are the,
man, I gotta count.
Yeah. What are you? So encounters are particular encounter that fortunate not is actually coded into the game. So any you'll do, you'll get that lottery fee worm pull. Level 3 worms actually do not exist. Will ever see a level 4 worm pull of female on that route. Let's just as Kaz was saying, attack all important. So pretty much what I'm trying to say is
So the defense matter.
special defense really only for one. In the second fight, there's incinerate that one of the dogma use, but maybe some of the other stats are actually going to where the league not have a stat high enough speed or so attack and defense better. You're just not going to be able to in a timely manner. So we have to get the set. And the reason why I will do this is if you stayed around before that's really the common in and starting with this generation, it's impossible to RNG your starters. So in previous generations, we can see what kind of RNG that we're on, how to manipulate the game, and what we can actually start that on attack. In this case, in the ration, we can give what we have to go game. So we're gonna snap up here.
See 14, 11. All right.
Looks good.
Yeah. So this is technically runner one. So what right now is a 14 attack, 11 defense, full special attack, and 10 speed. As there's essentially the final numbers that we see. Special attack is higher need. 10 is special attack for normal. But now it looks like we have a pretty good special area early. You know, we're gonna roll this. Fortune that we will run since we have right now, we're gonna roll. It's a 40%.
No, 40% for the bear, but for a good one.
We say 40%. Back. A lot of this won't actually take back because it ends up missing a lot of the so you'll end up two-shotting a lot of Pokemon instead of getting a one get a good or attack. Just ends up losing a lot. And runner just go ahead and only run 8 minutes. My chance of success further down the line strong. So we're cruising along. The intro is pretty much over at this point. So most of that scene is going to be over for a little bit.
Oh, there's still more.
Yeah, I say that for a little bit because it's going to be a really fun fight we do. We're going to have another that we're going to have. Yeah, I mean, it's to say what introduction actually and like at this point in you're running the game, you're entering like okay, the run is actually starting. How do you get the mic? Um, I just want a mic. Because vulnerable percentage is like 40%. You're fully expecting to it might not make it past because I'm gonna get non-vulnerable mic and then have to reset. So at the point in the round where we have the mic, we're gonna be fighting Pokemon. Young Calvin. Has given there's really not much we can do after it. Yeah. This Calvin technically a pretty safe shot with tools. It does have growl. Uses growl attack. You won't really hit the shot, and kind of an annoying thing happens. At the end of the day, this run has small RNG items that all build up and end up saving me time. And, the RNG is positive in your favor, or obviously negative in your favor. Missing ranges, getting a counter, having me heal to yeah. I mean that's the RNG that happens, but also this version of the game, RNG really had to actually end run. A little bit safer in terms of that version of the game, where you just lose time, but in this version of the game, if RNG is not in your favor, you just kind of just die and you just have to deal with it. I will point out at those points when really bad. We'll probably put it out after Fortunate clear because I don't want to.
Not great.
Yeah.
Fortunate that we're getting. So we don't really have too much encounter RNG.
Just
Up to the first gym where we have to kind of pray to the RNG gods and hope we get a lot of counters. Yeah.
say hi to our deck.
We're in Petalburg City. Our deck is the of that ordinary standing is Norman. He's the gym of the gym. He's our dad, and I 5 times in a different way. But yeah, we're gonna talk to him. He's pretty much gonna tell us that way. I think I'm really cool, and if you want to face me, you have to get like 4 badges before you face me. We're just going on, and then you see this kid Wally. Ask him, could get a Pokemon, and so Norman is using them as the Pokeballs, and so we're gonna help Wally go in grass and catch his first Pokemon he can use for his own purposes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get an encounter here. We're despite it's a set, there is no deviation from what happened. If you know anything about the Emerald Run, that run, the previous game, back version, that's not, it can, like, things can die. All of a sudden, really weird stuff. But yeah, in this case, it's just
We still got it's like a couple seconds.
that's true. We did that.
Caught it. Good for him. That's the all the machine in the beginning.
Yeah.
Get going. It's a fun one.
Yeah. That's the way Pokemon kind of like so to say. Not the mashing, but there's a lot of gameplay that we have. High octane gaming will occur, and this next fight is actually pretty high octane gaming. Actually,
Yeah. You're like getting sand thrown in your eyes.
yeah, pockets and all right. So we're just our way into Puddle Forest. It's kind of grass. Yeah, one and like a patch up and for the in many ways, and then there's one more patch that we get. But yeah, fight. We're gonna run into our first
Oh no.
interaction with
Got
the enemies on here away from the counter.
Oh god. Alright. Okay. Run. to save this fight because you die.
Yep, normally so when it was free, so hopefully it just spams and doesn't try to spam stack, lowers our mudkip.
Really fight.
No.
Okay. Oh no.
All right.
All right. Why even worry?
Yep. 70% of the time, it's all time. So that is our first win with the evil team in this game, Team Aqua. Their modus operandi essentially is that they want to kill the Pokemon and remove the land in Hoenn, so that is all water, which is an interesting strategy to completely honest.
Well, I'm currently winning.
Yeah. Strategy works.
All right, you nerd. Spinners in this game are real annoying. Where this when the turn can see you, it's like you think you pass.
And that's a feature only in this game, correct? I don't think any
X and Y.
It's X and Y as well. So is going
Really good.
to head over to the left here and grab team for Echo Voice. Echo Voice is going to be a huge lifesaver in this game. It is a move that begins at, I believe, 40 base power, but every turn which you use it, it increases another 40 in base power. So after like 3 or 4 turns you use it, it's a 160 base power move that can pretty easily a lot of early game. Which using a the next gem in order to defeat a higher level Pokemon. we just entered Rustboro City, which is the first Roxanne, the gym leader here, and she is rock Pokemon, which are weak to water type, which is what Mudkip is. So
We have to fight one train. Oh, give it one XP. We still haven't hit. Master still takes a turn, but
overall, it doesn't make a huge difference in the run. But yeah, second dude is slightly faster in this one.
as the spam mod. What you do in the gym?
This isn't a particularly gym. Like I mentioned earlier, all of her Pokemon are weak water types. So for the most, we just spam water gun, and then wherever needed.
Which I'm probably not because I'm gonna have to do anyway. Especially because it's the trainer.
Oh,
Oh, but
And as you saw, kind of what the worst case situation is, kind of just what happened with Fortunate, unfortunately. Yeah. So what happens is, the Machop has 3 moves that it really uses. It technically has 4. Karate Chop is its 4th, but it never uses that because its other move is Low Sweep. It'll
it
always
deals
attack
more
with Low
damage.
Sweep. Yeah, a Low Sweep just uses more damage, and what it does is actually lowers your speed also. So after your first Low Sweep, Mud Kick, no matter how fast your Mud Kick is, it will be slower than Machop. So that is always a problem because it's helpful to get at least one more turn in. Another move that it has is problematic for energy, and it increases the chance of hit you. So pretty much, if you get crit, it's pretty much game over at this point. Yeah.
All right, great. I can try.
Yeah.
I hit the 94% range.
Yeah, so it's hard to be able to really be in control of that fight just because when you get crit, like there's really nothing you can do. You have to kind of you can have super potions at your bag to be able to heal the situation, but because it's focused energy, it'll drain you and your chances are pretty fun. Another thing that's really kind of bad about that fight is that your special attack is not good. You have to hit 3 extra to kill it. If your special attack is bad, you'll have to hit a 4, and that means an extra attack, and that is not good. Yeah, we are through it. For marathon purposes, we'll always see us do that probably once, maybe even twice during the fight. Never really goes well. We consider ourselves very, very lucky if we're able to get through that without any marathon for gaming now. The rest of the trainer here is the last one is yeah, we're gaming. Yeah, so there's just this one last trainer we're gonna be able to get through, and then we'll be able to take on Brawley after that.
Yeah, I forgot to heal after Hideki.
Oh no.
Yeah. But luckily I
All
saved.
good. Yeah, this is the last trainer fight. You should be able to stand through through this one. Yeah, as kind of explained a little bit earlier, Echo Voice is a move that kind of stacks based off the amount of times that you're successfully able to use it. With 40 power, Echo use it 80, 120, 150, I believe all the way to 200. And we're going to use that to really carry us through this one. And yeah, pretty much all that we've been doing, we will go through it.
One of my favorite things about the gym trainers in this game is that all the Metatites they have learn the move Meditate, which raises their attack, but they don't have any moves that they use their attack stat with, so it's essentially just a free turn for us.
It's a pretty funny thing. Yeah, Meditate, their job is really just to tell you, if you like new speedrunners, they're gonna try to speed in this game, and they're like, let's make their lives as miserable as possible by giving them endure and attack.
Yep. The good news about Echoed Voice, though, is that it still increases its damage even if Endure or Detect is used, so even though we can't hit it that turn, we still get the boost in base power from Echoed Voice.
For Echoed Voice. A lot of there's other routes that'll be a metronome as a held item, and that essentially functions similar to Echoed Voice, where you're boosting damage on expected usages. But unlike Echoed Voice, the metronome can get detected, and it's not a successful hit. So I love Echoed Voice.
And we just mashed Echoed Voice.
Yeah.
Yes, so this fight can be problematic, and we're very thankful we do have Echoed Voice as it is, as talked about before, threshold move. So Brawley's signature move is Polka. You saw me using it there a lot. If we were in a situation where we had to use physical attack, Polka would be a good position like that, and it would be harder to kill. But it's also boosting attack, so it would just usually just kind of recap it if you were a physical. Our tip is built Weirdly, a physical attack. But if we have Echo Voice, we can rely on that and avoid shenanigans with both up. Okay. Yeah, I know how to count.
We go see Stephen. He's just hanging out in the cave, trying to.
Yeah. The next plot item is earlier in the run, some old man told us to go look for his son, and so that's what we're doing right now. His son is likes looking at cave paintings apparently, so we'll find him in this cave here. And we'll be able to meet Steven Stone, who's a significant character in the story here, and we'll find out later in the run his significance to the story and the role he plays in our adventure with Owen.
Yeah, there's a lot of cutscenes in this game.
Yeah, the text matching don't stop here, folks. We always have to be on red alert for those pesky text boxes. We gotta clear them as fast as possible.
It's quite brutal, the hands.
We get a feeling. We don't use that TM, unfortunately.
It is Steven's favorite TM though.
Yeah. We'll get a lot of stealings in the face later in the
Oh god.
And yeah, we have a question. What's the worst thing in speedrun unskippable cutscenes? Boy, howdy, do we have them here in Pokemon. Game Freak and unskippable cutscenes, the name and more iconic duo.
Fortunately,
I'm sure it's getting better in the later gens, right?
definitely. After all, and just a couple of years ago, they introduced a skipped cutscenes option in the options, but Game Freak does not know what a cutscene is because it does not skip a majority of the cutscenes. It only skips like the more movie ones where you actually don't have to mash. So, not all that useful.
Alright, we're here. Wait for it. We're gonna get 2 items. First one is a soft stand that is a held item. It increases the power of ground moves by 20%. And then we're also gonna go up here and grab a yep. We're not gonna use it to upload PP, but we're gonna sell it, buy other stuff with it. The soft sand is important, and you might be thinking, hey, Mudkip is a water Pokemon, why would you get a ground input boosting move? Well, simple. Mudkip is about to go away, so everyone get emotionally ready to say goodbye to Mudkip. I love Mudkip, so no, he did his job here. He did his job, actually. We have a female Mudkip, right?
I don't know.
I believe it's a
Wait,
female.
we do?
We have a gamer.
That's a 25% chance.
Yeah, that's.
Oh,
most
that's
of the-
actually... That's huge,
Yeah,
actually.
most
Isn't
of the
it-
starters are guys, or males in general, and so we get a rare female that's actually technically beneficial a little bit later. Can be.
Yeah, there's one trainer who loves spamming attract, which we can avoid.
Alright. Museum. We're gonna
This
save.
fight can go terrible in Alpha Sapphire.
Yeah, this is the theme in Alpha Sapphire. It's there's just one terrible fight after another.
You know, like Ruby, it's like, oh, it's fine.
Yeah, so I'll make some comparisons to Omega Ruby. This fight is super free, and it's quite simply because Omega Ruby, the team Magma there have Nummel, weak ground, weak water, easy to deal with. Malqua, Carvanas. They hit hard and they're resistant to water. Not fun. Hit our first rock tomb, okay. We hit our second rock tomb.
All right.
Yeah, so this is the first situation where if you don't have good enough attack, it's a reset point because if your rock tombs are a range and if your essentially if your attack isn't good enough at the range, you're dead. You saw how much assurance did. You can't survive 2 assurances. So if you can't hit kill the Kalana and push out the rock tomb, that's why we're saying you have to have it. Or so we have 12.
Come on. Hit the 11-16 range. Oh.
No.
I'm gonna have to heal now.
That's an...
But this Zubat is in both versions of the game. Even the Zubat is harder in this game. The Zubat has a plus.
I didn't get confused though, so we're good.
Yeah, it has a bulkier nature. I believe it's plus defense or plus defense. One of the. It's plus defense, I believe. So it's technically harder to kill in this version. Alright, we have the tank with the... Oh, it didn't knock. Okay, Canyon.
Alright.
Oh, you're almost at 40.
All right.
You healed.
Time to say goodbye to Mudkip.
Alright, everyone say goodbye to Mudkip. Thank you for your service, Mudkip07.
This part always terrifies me because I'm always afraid I'm gonna cancel.
Oh yeah, I've done it before. Not fun.
I've done it so many.
Yeah, sometimes people in this can't be away from you, leave you alone. We have Marshtomp. Marshtomp is a water type Pokemon, second evolution Mudkip, but it is also now has a dual type and uses part ground, which means we will not be able to get damaged by lightning moves, which is crucial because the next gym is a lightning gym. How convenient.
Nope, next we're gonna do a main shopping for a while. No, of course, after the cutscene.
Okay.
How often do we get asked the question, I heard you like Mudkip? I honestly haven't heard that in a while.
Anyway, is the Drip King Archie here?
A lot. We love Mudkip.
I do really like Mudkip, yes. Kip is great.
It's a shame he only has one evolution.
Yeah, I know, right? It's weird.
Yep.
They usually give starters 3 evolutions, but no, it's just Mudkip and Marshtomp.
We may never know what Marshtomp evolves into.
As far as
Game for Trico too.
Alright, so museum is over. Alpha Sapphire runners will have a little bit of a breath of fresh air, but we can't do because another pretty bad fight is coming up, and so we have to prepare for that fight actually. So that PP up that I talked about, we're gonna be selling it here along with some of the other items that we took along the way. There's a ball mushroom in forest, and then we got a great ball, and we have some fine. We don't know how we should call it. Yeah, we're gonna be buying some tech items to prepare us for the rest of the way until essentially the second iteration of starter Pokemon that we're gonna use. It's the next major shopping that we're gonna do with X items. X items you can only really get in 2 places here. It's here and then the mall that's in that other city that I completely forgot because I haven't run this game in a year. Guys, do you know what city I'm talking about? Where the Aqua base is?
So yes, the Aqua base is in Lily Cove City.
Lily Cove, yes. Thank you guys. Lily Cove, there's a mall.
I had to think about it for a second too.
Yeah.
We don't really do much in Lily Cove. We kind of enter, do a fight, and then leave.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, but Lily Cove and Slate are the only places that you can get items. If you know anything about Pokemon speedrunning, they're like kind of like cheating, and they get us through. They're not cheating. They're part of the game. They're not glitches, right? Glitches are cheating. But yeah, they're essentially items that can help us with fights and stuff like that. So we have to be fairly strategic about buying them. and making sure we're not going out of the way on the weekend. So we do a lot of stopping here in State for the first time to get us to a good portion of this run before we come back eventually. Buy some more items to get us through the rest of the way there.
Nice. Almost
Also,
done with this cutscene.
Yeah, this is we're just introducing contest to this. There's a mechanic of this game. I personally have never played too many contests. The only time I actually did a contest was for a freedom I did, but I didn't enjoy doing the contest. I'm not 100% sure I understand the mechanic of contests, but it is part of this game. If casually, it's more of a casual thing. Freedom doesn't really have a purpose for I use that mechanic. Last will ever see it. We're making our way now through the next city. So there's a little bit of a strategic routing. So Fortunate kind of talked about it a little bit before, but we talked to optimals, one in Rock Management, and then there was a hiker for Rustic Tunnel. We purposely hit those so we can hit between before this fight. Purposely so we can get Marsh Stomp, because this trainer has Pestle and Minun. Minun and Pestle are electric type Pokemon, and if we fight with Blanket Freeze, we're gonna get damaged heavily until we rely on that Earth type in the Marsh Stomp to get us through. Pestle and Minun only have electric types. Since we're down type, they're just gonna be doing Switcheroo at Encore, are pretty much the only moves that they can do. So we're not gonna take any damage, like any kind of deep mud until victory. We're going to take a quick breath, and then we're going to do some menus. Upcoming is the second rival fight. I talked a little bit about it. The reason we picked the girl character is because it helped with this fight. The Grovile that we're going to face has the minus special attack character. And y'all remember that we are using Echo Voice a lot as a special attack, so we rely on the minus special attack. Guys, so Fortunate's gonna set up this stuff. Guys, do you want to explain our approach to this fight?
So, first thing we're going to do is use some of the X items we've purchased in Slateport, and essentially just set up, because Brendan's first Pokemon is Slugmaw, a fire type, so it can't really do all that much damage to our Marsh Stomp. So we essentially have a couple of free turns to set up before we just spam Echoed Voice and make this fight pretty easy.
Gotta use 3 special attacks and 1 X beam.
Yeah, we're gonna hope Slugmaw is part of this. Brendan, the rival has random AI, so there's really no logic to what moves is gonna select those Pokemon. So you can either use Ember, Incinerate, Harden, or Rock Throw or something like that. We don't want to see Incinerate, we don't want to see Ember. Rock Throw does barely any damage. None of them really do significant damage. Incinerate can kind of end up if I've been spamming it. But since we're through that fight, the worst case scenario is Incinerate burns us, and if we get burnt, whenever our HP is kind of in a weird situation, we have to be forced to heal, and having burn animation is just close to it. Yeah, we do a lot of the setup, again, as talked about, because we got a... Ooh! That is unfortunate. So, a little explanation of what happened here is, so we have a minimum speed that we kind of have to hit. It's technically not the minimum speed. It's statistically the 10 speed is what we consider at the beginning of the route to be runnable. It's most likely runnable. It's actually the technical way of saying it. There is one situation where a 10 speed is not runnable, and is that if we have a 4 IV in speed. IV is the individual value. And the difference between a 4 and a 5 IV is like a 1 point stat difference at this point. And that's pretty much the difference between outspeeding Grovile. And so I believe we have a 4 speed is what happens here. And so if we don't outspeed Grovile, it is a 25% chance it is random AI that it collects Mega Drain. And Mega Drain, because we are a water and ground type, is a lot of weakness. And Grovyle is actually a very hard to defend special attack, and is a special attack. And so we really don't stand a chance to do it. We just have to kind of hope if we do end up with a 4 ISD speed, might get the Marshtomp, that it just doesn't select a Mega Drain in this situation. Yeah, so it's kind of what I talked about. There really is no such thing as a safe fight here in Alpha. So it's really we have to be on our feet the entire run. There's really
This
no
is
way.
the less difficult fight for a good bit, though. After
Yeah.
this, because the next gym is electric type, pretty much all of the fights are going to be pretty much safe.
Yeah, it's definitely the easiest, so to speak. As far as dying, there's really no risk in the next fight. But yeah, so that time Grovyle chose Pursuit. He chose poorly, and we are victory over Blanton.
Little free heal.
Yeah, that feels nice. Gen 3, at least in Emerald, they don't give you a heal there. We get a lot of heals in this game, so we're very thankful that we do get healed. A lot of them are actually situationally. They do save us a lot of time. Throughout this run, one thing that we'll be able to kind of claim is we don't ever use like one center in this run. It's kind of slow to be able to do that, and we strategically utilize the free kills we get. We have some legendaries that we're going to grab to help us with some PP management throughout the run.
Grab an
Yeah,
extra
and
for
then
safety.
potions. Yeah, you can grab some extra because it's in there. Pretty smart to do. Yeah, people can get a little bit tight, as we said. It's no Pokemon centers, so get in a situation where we miss the range or something like that, we have to go through some extra bulldozers or stuff. That's good to have a few of them. Speaking of bulldoze, we're gonna be getting that soon.
Bulldoze, my beloved.
Yes, bulldoze is a great move.
But first, we're going to head over to the bike shop, and the owner of the bike shop, for some reason, just gives us a free bike. He gives us 2 free bikes, actually.
This is the socialist utopia that all Gen Zers wish for. Oh, free bikes.
But yeah, he gives us the Mach bike, which is the fastest bike in the game, and we will be riding on that for most of the rest of the game.
Yep. We got the bike, but we're actually going to be running here simply because doing the menu to get on the bike would actually take more time. So we're going to have to buy bulldoze and keep it, so it's just faster for us to do all the menu at once here.
Yep, so Bulldoze is a 60 base power ground type move that will lower the opponent's speed by 1. And because Marshtomp is part ground type, and we picked up the soft sand earlier, it will do a lot of damage throughout the next bit of the run, especially because both of the next 2 gyms are weak to ground type moves.
Oh, you can't do in this menu. Oh. Get that.
Yeah, bulldoze is pretty busted. Very good. We mentioned low speed that lowers the speed and is like really strong. Bulldoze is kind of the ground version of it, and we march off the ground type. We have soft sand. We get same type attack bonus. If our Pokemon is ground type, we use ground move, so it increases the power of that move. And then obviously we have that soft sand stack, and so we're really cruising along here with bulldoze as we primary weapon of choice and moves. Bulldoze is also a physical attack now. We use a lot of water guns and special moves. I think I've used before, but Marshtomp and the Mudline is really focused on more. Yeah, at this point, I think Marsh Stomp is supposed to have, like attack in like the mid 30s, something like that, and then special attack is like high 20s. So we get to use that a little bit more. Also, yeah. So poor little Wally that we met over at Heidelberg, who caught his first fault, was looking to challenge the Electric Gym here in Mallville. But we're quickly finding out Wally might not have what it takes to become a trainer, because our Marsh Stomp buddy quickly made waste of poor little Wally's Ralts over there.
I'm sure.
Yeah, poor Wally. We'll see
I'm
what
sure
he
you can
gets
take
up.
on the gym leaders.
Yeah.
Alright, now the easiest gym in the game.
Yeah, absolutely one of the easiest. Again, ground moves, very, very, very good with electric. And, another thing here is Magnemite is also. You'll see a lot of Magnemite with our steel.
Magnemite and Electrite.
Yeah, steel, electric, and they're quite weak. They really help. We have a category extension to Alpha Sapphire called Great Ultimate, and essentially what the category extension is if there's a Pokemon that you want to run, do the game the run that you want that Pokemon, and so you're trading in that Pokemon. For example, I really like Chespin, so I routed a Chespin trade out main, so I just bring Chespin and Chespin. You'll quickly figure out if you're routing cans and doing them. His gym is really, really bad if you don't have something like Marsh Stomp. The ground just absolutely pulverizes it. And so a lot of the times when you're doing cams, you'll purposely try and get a ground move to get through it. If you're like a physical attacker, you don't have a good move against Magnemite, it's not effective in your way through a ground. You take how good Bulldoze and how easy it is to be able to do this stuff. Not even electric against the Bulldoze. Another benefit of Bulldoze is, now that we're talking here, is Bulldoze is a non-contact move, which means Pokemons have some abilities that if it's a contact move, you might get a negative effect from it. So these Voltorbs actually have an ability called Static, or if you hit it with a contact move, it can't be paralyzed. So another reason why Bulldoze is good is not contact, so we don't have actually chance of activating Static here. So we have no being paralyzed here. I actually don't know if Static can even activate for ground type. But I do know Bulldoze is not a contact move. I know this because I get Static at Chespin hit. Okay, so we are going to be fighting Watson over here, jolly old Saint Nick.
Watson, because you know, Watts. Very, very clever. Yeah, this fight's just free.
Yeah, it's pretty free. The only kind of thing that we have to look out for, there's two things. It's going to lead off first. We're going to see here with a Magnemite. This Magnemite ability is 30. So what we're going to do is water them so we can deactivate 30. And we're going to set up actually an execute. And what it does is the next Pokemon will come after this one. We'll ensure that we activate it, and that next Pokemon has Sonic. So that'll confuse us. We don't want to deal with confusion, especially if that Pokemon activates confusion. So we always want to out. We always want to out Pokemon with confusion. This is Magneton that has Sonic. We're going to avoid anything to do with it. Good thing it does not have 30, so we can just that Bulldoze. And then that's pretty much the fight. Yeah. Again, nothing too dangerous here. We're just getting that up, and we're never really in danger. So it's a very sigh of relief for a run so far that's been very, 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 very problematic. Really no safe fight in this run. but nice interface for this game.
I never went up to a session that's really terrible for Alpha Sapphire.
Yeah, she's moving now with 3 badges in.
Maybe William gets to play the game a bit.
Yep, coming up is a route that is littered with a bunch of spinners and other optional trainers, so hopefully we'll be able to avoid a lot of them.
Hopefully.
This is by far probably one of the harder movement areas in this game. So we got a rock smash weekend that we're gonna teach after we do a super repel. Rock smash is gonna pretty much the way that the game kind of meant in furthering advancing beyond what we want to do. So yeah, you'd be able to use rock smash after doing lots of spin, so you can smash rocks and get to the next part of the world.
And there goes our last water type move.
Oh, no.
50% chance.
So there's 3 outcomes after a rock smash. There is no event, like nothing happens and you can just pursue it. There's also a chance that you can acquire an item, pick up an item like a hard rock or like a star piece, something like that, or an spear. And then you can get an encounter. Unfortunately for us, if you pick up an item, you get an encounter that's time lost. Getting the item is a little bit less time lost, like 4 or 5 seconds, something like that. Encounters much worse. Yeah, unfortunate RNG here in this run. I'm getting our next HM. We can't use this until the next we clear the next gym, but we are getting a little bit early. Alpha Sapphire has no really need for strength. It's more of an Omega Ruby thing that we're gonna have to teach for to get rid of some coughings. But we don't have coughings in this game. We have Grimers, and we can bulldoze Grimers because they don't have levitate. Just moving. We're gonna grab person berries.
Oh my god,
Oh no.
it's annoying.
So these person berries are going to be very helpful. They heal confusion, and there are a bunch of trainers coming up that will try to spam Swagger, which raises our attack but also confuses us. So we want to get that attack boost, but we don't want to be confused.
But the great thing about berries is you equip them, like you have your Pokemon hold them, and then as soon as you get confused, it can just trigger Dr. Berry, so you don't actually have to waste going into your bag and using something like a paralyzed heal, or full heal for confusion. So you say that you can everything has swagger, and it doesn't stop. It literally doesn't stop. Everything is dude, man.
And you'll set up on the Makuhita on the first turn because it has knockout. So we have that.
Makuhita has fake out and almost guaranteed to use it, so we're just gonna use this turn to one shot it. There it is. Fake out, you can't use an attack while it's faking out. It makes it punch guaranteed. So,
And I got
might
the
as well
crit
use it.
anyways.
Gaming, that's welcome.
Alright,
everyone-
like cutscenes.
Everyone's favorite vagabond uncle, Uncle Arun. Here we go, folks. He just has a holster of flags. What a boss.
I mean, don't we all?
Yeah, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire just has a bunch of characters that like introduce mechanics of this game. And so we saw Elysia with the contest. Aarun, literally his name is Aarune, so it's Aarun. is Secret Bases, which is hey, you know how fun The Sims is? What if we put it inside a Pokemon game? And that is pretty much the mechanic of Secret Bases. You get to decorate your home, or your supposed home.
Yeah.
One of the good things about secret bases, though, is that you can trade them with other people around the world. So you can, say, visit one of your friends' secret bases and battle their team in your game without having to actually battle them, which I think it's a cool feature.
Yeah.
But,
Shout out
I
to
don't-
all those chances
Hmm.
for XP.
Yep, there were a bunch of Chansies and Blissies, which give a bunch of EXP that you could just download secret bases and fight trainers with them.
Yeah. I opened up my Omega Ruby casual file. There's still people online playing the game.
Wow.
You could, like, do stuff with me. Cool.
Yeah, getting in that last bit before it shuts down in, I
Yeah.
believe, March.
Yeah, for real, for real.
Oh, my childhood. Well, actually, that wasn't really my childhood. My favorite trainer.
Yeah, I wonder why
I-
this
I
is
wonder
Neil's favorite trainer. Oh!
Well, actually, they spelled the name wrong, so I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah, this is Youngster Neil. And Youngster Neil has a French, and fun fact about the French is that everybody loves them. We are
So
obligated to say that because we love them. Yeah, Neil actually got a one-shot on that French, which is hog. It's a very, very bad range to get that one-shot, and Neil is such an Omega bad gamer that
no, I'm an
they're able
alpha
to get it.
gamer. Come on, come on.
Yeah, it's a one-shot. It saves a bunch of time. So Neil's able to get that dust in the hole.
All right,
Yeah,
that
so-
moment always terrifies me.
All right.
Yeah, Neil just did a great job navigating a lot of the trainer movement there. And like Kaz and I were mentioning, it's one of the harder movement sections to kind of move around. There's spinners randomly. Neil was able to get through a lot of that with a lot of ease. So nice job, Neil. Get through that. But Neil doesn't really have a moment to breathe because we have another bad fight coming up.
So
no,
the
this
plots-
next fight's great. It's fine. It's no problem.
Yeah, this fight is not
Although
too bad.
this Aaron does love to spam protect, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does get annoying. We are not in any particular danger, but protecting is fairly annoying. Wait,
We're in
So-
danger of pipe loss.
the plot so far is that Team Aqua kidnapped a scientist studying meteors, and they took him to Meteor Falls, which is where we're heading to free the scientist.
it's always up to the children to go save the adults, and what's happening here.
That actually is something they fixed or they changed later ones. Newer ones. Alright, are we gonna have a smooth pickup here?
Alright, what Neil is gonna do here is they're gonna grab a comment card, which is just like the ball mushroom. It's the item that you can sell to get a lot of money. Comment card sells for a lot of money, and so we're gonna rely on that to fund the purchases that we're gonna make. And we're gonna slowly walk around this. This is actually a really bad trainer. There is a setup that you can do, but it's kind of iffy, and especially for marathon purposes. A lot of the runners, I will personally do it. Dismount off the bike, take a quick loop around it, and speed on. And it's really bad to hit that. Always come with top, but always ends or runs, and that hiker has a top, we just don't run through. Yeah, Aqua Double. This is the mad fight. There's a lot that can go wrong. This is what we in the Pokemon world call a double. Means we are only in control of one of the Pokemon on our side. So Brendan is going to be our companion here. They have their AI that can do it. It's not random right now. There is some logic to it. So yeah, but it's very not reliable. We're gonna have to exercise that protect here. We're gonna hope that we don't get swaggered. Slugma got
was Slugma
swaggered.
got
So that's
swaggered?
good.
Yeah.
This is an ideal situation. So our march comp is good to go. We're gonna pull those. We're gonna get rid of this grammar, which solves a lot of the issues. Slugma's gonna go for buy Slugma. And now that we've knocked out the grammar, so the Brendan's AI will bring out Grovile. And Grovile is a much better companion than Whalmer in this situation. And Grovile, hopefully, use Roar. Yeah, Grovile is going to hopefully choose the right move and help us one-shot the unit, but we'll see. Here we got her, good boy. Yeah, we like to do that. Alright, and then we have Carvana coming up, and then we're going to be able to Carvana's next.
Oh,
Grovile to the T,
Yeah.
doing everything right. This was
didn't take
the
any
ideal
damage.
fight. Yeah, this is the ideal fight, so good RNG for that. Yeah, a fight can go wrong if you get swaggered and you hit yourself. You do and you die. That's pretty much the worst case scenario that happens. Yeah, sometimes Flugma dies at the wrong time. It dies too early, and then that'll bring out Whalmer, and that puts him in kind of a little bit bad spot. Especially if Whalmer eventually will die, and you just lose a lot of time for dying. Yeah, stuff can go bad, and that Carvana actually does have Alpha Jet, so if you come out and you're low HP and you're not paying attention, you'll get Aqua Jetted, and then you'll lose the run. So there's lots of things wrong, like how would you get the very, very, very nice.
More cutscenes.
Yep, so we get to meet the opposing team of Team Aqua, Team Magma, and they won't fight us at all in this game. They are just there to help us fight Team Aqua.
I'm not going to do backwards movement though. Never. There's
Yeah.
two ways you can take a teleport back to Mauville, or bike back, but bike back just scares me.
Yeah.
Biking back is slightly faster, but you do have to go through all of the optionals and spinners that we passed through on the way to get here. So if you hit one, it's a lot slower.
Talking about forward movement, right? Yeah, going back to Mauville, right? Is technically faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, forward movement. Yeah, it's technically faster. If you get an
I mean,
encounter,
if you
yeah. So going back to Mauville, we're gonna do that rock smash again. So if we get an encounter, it's bad. So we're just simply not gonna get an encounter.
exactly. I already got all my counters out of the way.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna sell that comet shard and just get paid. First, I'm gonna get hyper potions. Very, very, very necessary. Not for this upcoming gym, but for the next gym after it. And then we're gonna start getting the max repels, and we're gonna apply it, and we're gonna keep riding on the max repels until the end of the game, essentially. So bye-bye encounters.
Totally.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
After this rock
You're
smash.
speaking too soon.
Yeah, I know. I think I jinxed it. I'm sorry, Neil.
Oh.
Okay,
there we
okay,
go.
hard
Alright.
not too bad. It's better than an encounter. I'm gonna zoom on past that trainer here. And we're gonna do a quick. We're good on HP still. Okay, yeah, that
Ooh.
is the quintessential Aura spinner, where so the spinner looks only left or right, but if you're standing under him and while he's swinging from left to right, he technically doesn't look down. But if you're in his path of direction while he's swinging, you're gonna get caught. It's bad. There's really no way to
Yes.
kind of move around that spinner. Pretty not fun. We made it. We're gaming.
Good game. We have climbed the mountaintop.
We're on Mount Chimney. We're gonna do some aqua fights. This next one's not bad. The next one after this one is pretty bad, and then the next one after that is kind of actually pretty bad. It only gets progressively worse, but I think overall it's pretty safe. We'll explain the fight. This one is pretty much pay to play.
Smash bulldoze.
Yeah. Nice HP, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Oh, it's not gonna last longer.
Oh yeah, rip. Nice HP. Alright, push Grunt down. Alright, this is Shelly. Shelly has a Grimer, but unlike the last Grimer, this Grimer is a little bit higher leveled, and it has, I believe, a plus defense major. It's both here is all I know. It might be Shelly is nagging that IV. But we cannot simply one-shot, we're going to have to set up attack. And it has minimize, and minimize reduces the accuracy, and so we're going to hope we can.
Come on. Oh.
Uh-oh.
No.
Is it?
We haven't missed yet.
Yeah.
Gaming!
Okay, let's
Gaming.
go. Yeah, minimize is bad. There's a bad combination that happens. You do the extra attack, Grimer will minimize, you'll click bulldoze, you'll miss. Grimer has disable, and so your bulldoze will be disabled, so you'll have to hit mudshot. Mudshot is 95% accuracy, which just gets worse with the minimize, so you just kind of get in a loop of missing stuff, and it's not ideal. So, pretty bad fight that we got over with. Okay, cool. We got Archie.
I got the prison berry. Wait, did I use it or did I give it? Oh no. There you go.
So, yep, Archie's first Pokemon is a Mighty Eno that loves to spam Swagger. So, we're going to equip the Person Berry just so I can get the attack boost and then heal the confusion without having to waste a turn.
I think this is one of the few fights that is actually easier in Alpha Sapphire than it is in Omega Ruby. Simply just because this Mighty upcoming has Defeat as opposed to Intimidate in Omega Ruby. Intimidate drops their attack, we're going to rely a lot on so that actually kind of math we have to get to US attack value to be able to one-shot everything. So a lot better here in Alpha Sapphire. So to speak, though.
One. Alright, I got swaggered.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright.
Okay.
Aw.
No. Yeah.
At
So
least
this is,
at least it didn't Swagger again.
yeah. So you're talking about this fight being pretty bad. Because of this, we have to rely on Swagger a little bit to boost our attack. We're in kind of a little pretty not ideal situation. This part will be okay. But up to the goal that we're only at plus 2 in the room. We go Swagger twice, or Swagger twice out of those 4. And that guarantees that we're able to have an improvement. Because we only have plus 2 with Data World.
11 to 16 range.
Nice.
Oh, we got
Alright.
Yeah. I think my whole that was a range at plus 2. It could be like 10 or 11, 16.
No, not in here.
What was that?
Wait, sorry, what would you, where?
The Golbat was, I think, was a range or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, it's 11 to 16 range.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, but we're getting the ranges. We're hitting our attacks. We're gaming.
I gotta remember to equip the soft sand. The one.
Will they or won't they energy RPN? What's the other guy's name? Maxi. It's been a long time since I've played these games.
So now that we got the meteorite from Archie, we are going to be making our way down to the next gym in Lava Ridge Town. And as you can tell by the name, Lava Ridge, the gym leader Flannery uses fire-type Pokemon.
No way.
And since we have a water and ground-type Pokemon, it is a pretty free gym.
Would have thought.
Fun thing about this,
Yeah, go ahead.
the fun thing about this route is that you can literally just hold down. You can see that we almost hit a hiker, but his vision is very small. So if you just hold down through the entire route, you can get through everything without any issues.
It's very
I've
satisfying.
accidentally not held down and hit that chain. It's rough.
It has like a golem, right? Something like that.
I'm not sure what he has. I honestly don't know if I've ever hit him.
I believe it has like a golem or something like that. I was writing some stuff.
I know it's killed me. That's all I know.
So we're just making our way through Flannery's gyms. And the puzzle here is we're putting spinners here. But there's going to be one place that we have to put, not a spinner. Yeah, pretty simple. Chandler Andy. Chandler Andy.
Oh. Alright, the Torkoal's 96.5% range. You think I'll hit it?
I think you've got this.
Yeah. How would you look at that? Alright, yeah. The cat said we're moving. Fire, down. Yeah, so this is Flannery. This is probably my favorite Terminator of this batch of Terminator.
Yeah, me too.
Flannery's got the millennial angst energy going on. And
Fiery personality.
Yeah. Fire gym leader. Whoa.
Yeah, I know. I know storytellers use foreshadowing, and they're cowards.
There's no fears for us. We have to take the move. Another slug right here. You know, like cold days. The only thing that's different we can't see and bulldoze on is Torkoal coming up as one of the playing out with Torkoal.
So instead of using Bulldoze on Torkoal, we are going to try to hit it with Mud Shot, just because Torkoal has a higher defense stat than its special defense stat. So we can potentially two-shot it with Mud Shot, but I believe it's a lot worse of a range if we try to use Bulldoze here.
Yeah.
Looks like we're doing good on hitting it.
Torkoal's base defense is really good. So yeah, we avoid the shenanigans with Mud Shot. Mud Shot being a special attack that does things physical, of course. So we leverage the special defense. We're gaming.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, and next gym is our dad.
Yeah. Ugh,
Tim,
Morgan.
And we're done with Mudkip.
To make up for the last two gyms being easy, this next gym is probably the worst gym in the game.
Yeah, it
yeah.
absolutely is. Some of the strategies that we do in this game are pretty cringe. But we'll explain them as we go. One of the fights is a little bit better with the female mudkip.
That's the very next fight.
Yeah. It's debatable whether it's better. Optimally, I think male is better, but getting the optimal output is very rare.
Oops.
What happens when he mashes the touchscreen then?
Yep.
Yeah, so thanks, Brendan, for transporting us really back to Heidelberg. That was very cool of you. To quickly do that.
One of the good
backtrack.
things about this game that isn't in the original, that pretty much, except for one instance, all of the time it needs you to be somewhere, like backtracking, it'll just do it for you, which is really nice.
Yeah. Game Freak found out that, spoiler alert, backtracking in video games, not good. Alright, Kaz, you want to go ahead and explain this fight? Mary, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
Mary.
Mary has a single Delcatty that is female and has the move Attract, which, if you are of the opposite gender of the Delcatty, male Marshtomp, you will be attracted and will have a 50% chance to not use a move that turn, which is very slow.
Oh,
Yeah, so what it'll do is do the thing actually instead. We'll see what it does. Oh, it double slap.
No?
Okay. Yeah, so that's better. The reason I was saying it might not be optimal is if you get stung, you have to full heal it. Technically, the most optimal thing to happen is you get attracted and you just simply hit through. Because even if you do get double slap, you both that double slap enemy from technically still. But I mean, you getting attracted and hitting through the first time, it almost rarely happens. Personally, if I had the option of taking a female kip and not dealing with that, I would probably always take a female kip. Alright, we got Lanoon. The origin is Lanoon. This fight is a little bit different. Lanoon has a move of it. And what it does is it takes away our health item, not that meant as a top stand. And without that top stand, we're not going to be able to hit, completely kill it with it. So we're going to have to try and play around it a bit, probably. This trainer does have a potion, so if you hit it in potion, then it's not good. Yeah, so we got unfortunately,
it does learn...
so we're going to have to mud shot.
Oh, and it gives it right back.
Yeah. Sometimes you will take a risk because it does have, can give it back. You can take a risk and just assume that it will just go. It doesn't always do that, and you take the safe route just like that, so you don't put it anyway and have to deal with another hit. Sly little devil, that Lanoon.
Oh, and I just realized my grandparents' names are George and Mary. That's the
George
first
and
trainer
Mary.
of this gym. And then my
Whoa, it's a reference.
Whoa.
So this next fight up ahead, it looks like on paper, like when you're seeing it happen, it looks like it's the scariest, but it's actually not the scariest.
it's the next one.
Yeah, it's guaranteed safe, but it looks scary.
Despite the name of the room, the one-hit KO room, this Zangoose doesn't learn any moves that can one-hit KO us, so... Instead, it has a higher crit rate, but it'll only get one turn to attack us, and it cannot kill us even if it does crit, so... fairly free.
Yeah. Imagine if Zangoose had pure cold.
Oh no!
What a cruel way to do a gym.
No. How dare you?
I guess the normal version of sheer call is like horn drill or something like that. So I guess I'd have that instead.
Yeah.
Alright, we are at gym leader.
Oh, alright. There's a lot of setup turns, so a lot can go wrong.
Yeah. Unfortunately for us, we're a little bit slower Mudkip, so we do have an extra setup turn that we have to do. The goal of this fight is just to simply just not get crit.
Yep. So Norman's team is all normal types. The Pokemon that he leads with is Slaking, which is one of the most powerful Pokemon in the game. It has higher stats than a whole bunch of legendaries. And to counteract that, its ability is Truant, which means it can only attack every other turn. So that's essentially how we're going to get by this. We're going to essentially set up, and since it can't move every other turn, we can essentially just set up and then heal whenever needed. You can see how much damage it does even when we had an X defend, so we boosted our defense.
Yeah. The one thing about crits and how they work in this game is crits bypass any like stat boost you have. So even if you're X defended up to a Wuhawk, it'll bypass your extra defenses and it'll just kind of use your base attack. So yeah, no matter how many base X defenses you have set up, the crit's gonna hit you and kill you. So we just can't afford to get crit.
Oh, shit. I need to heal first.
Hopefully it doesn't yawn.
Yeah, we could.
Okay.
Alright, that's the first slacking. And I say first.
This segment, that's a real problem.
Yeah, so Norman's signature move is called Retaliate, and what Retaliate is a 70 base power attack. But it increases in power if the Pokemon before the one that Retaliate comes out. So now that we have painted a Pokemon, it's going to use Retaliate and it's going to do a lot of damage. So we're going to kill and we're going to attack. Oh, it used Chip Away like a little fucker. Yeah, so Retaliate does a lot of damage. Primarily the reason why we have to do that extra defense is so you can survive that Retaliate. But you Chip Away instead if we're gaming before we can fight. But, it takes a lot of situational awareness because you have to be aware of what turn you're on the truant turn or the attacking turn. And if you're kind of not paying attention to what you might get beyond this or something like that. But Neil was able to be able to work around it and to set up himself up correctly, set themselves up correctly to be able to set up the fight and then get through it. So we're through pretty much the hardest gym, and this is our 5th badge, and so we're really moving through the long. Fortunately for us, we're coming to the end of the Marshmallow protection.
There's one fight left.
Yeah, we gotta cherish the moments we have with Marshmallow here.
Oh, God. No. No, I'm not Latias.
Latias, my beloved.
That's what makes the two games really different.
Yeah, so this so far compared to the other version of this game, Omega Ruby, it's been fairly similar. There are some slight differences. Again, Miss Magma, they'll be have numbers, and then they have some differences with coughings as opposed to the Mux and Grammars. Yeah, so there isn't too much difference between the two versions. This is where the versions are really going to start to diverge because we're not going to be able to use Marsh Stomp. The next Pokemon that we get is actually different between the two versions.
Yeah, the difference between Latias and Latios is basically their special defense and special attack. And all the primary move we use is a plus special attack, or a special attack move. So you want a higher one for that. Unfortunately, Latias is one with a better special defense. So like the best Latias is about just as good as the worst Latios.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the kind of Latias is supposed to be the defensive Pokemon, and then Latios is supposed to be the offensive Pokemon. As Neil said, even though it's defensive focused, boy howdy does it not survival. We'll
Yep.
get there. We'll cross a bridge when we get there.
So what Neil is doing here is teaching a couple of HMs to Marshtomp. Since we're essentially not going to use it, or we're going to use it for only one more fight, and it can learn a bunch of different HM moves, we're essentially just going to make it our HM partner for the rest of the game. So it learns Surf, Rock Smash, Strength, essentially all of the HMs we need to use in order to beat the game.
There. Oh, Steven again. Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, in this game it's completely split up to like 3 thirds, where you use different Pokemon for each one. And the Mudkip is then the first third. Then we'll have Latias, and then Kyogre. And Kyogre is the
on.
one better part of Alpha Sapphire.
Yeah. Chuan. That's Latios. Latios is blue. Don't be too excited here, folks. We don't get Latios. Latios is simply taking us to Latias. Latias is the red one. You'll see in a bit.
Red means faster, right?
Yeah, so pretty much the whole thing that was happening is Latios was telling us that there's people that are harassing Latias, so we're coming in to save Latias, and so we find out who's harassing Latias, and it's Team Aqua Grunts and Team Aqua Admin Matt here, so we're gonna have to go and teach them a two about manners, you know?
Our 10-year-old.
Yeah. So this is another true double fight. Another fight that's worse in this version of the game than Omega Ruby.
Oh, it's
yeah.
not too bad.
It's not too bad, yeah.
Luckily, if
not
you
as
die,
bad as-
yeah, Steven
yeah.
can take care of the rest for you.
Certainly not as bad as the other true doubles that we had in this fight.
Oh,
Alright.
hopefully Marshtomp just hits here. Nice.
Gaming.
Alright. Alright, Matang, I believe in you.
No!
Oh no.
Come on, just hit. Alright.
Yeah.
This Marshtomp was really good with hitting all of its moves.
Yeah, so
Alright,
couple
Moment of Truth coming
optimizations
up.
in that fight. Ideally, Matang takes care of the Sharpedo, so we only get one rough skin proc. But we could have used Bulldoze again and killed it without making contact and triggering rough skin again. But that would kill Matang, and that death animation would be very slow, so that's why we use strength there, even though it triggers the rough skin proc. But again, optimally, we just let it take care of it. And we have Latias now.
It's gonna...
How fitting of a name, unfortunately. Hopefully it doesn't foreshadow anything, and it
Yeah.
just points to the charity work that
It's
we're
called
doing.
Rip because it's going to rip through all of the opponents.
Yes,
Exactly.
that. And we are raising money for RIP Medical Debt. Did you know that medical debt affects millions of Americans? 60% of bankruptcy is tied to it, and 25% of all credit card debt being medical debt. It also disproportionately affects marginalized communities, and RIP Medical Debt will work to believe, 7 billions of medical debt. Well, we are raising money for this during the marathon, so go ahead and use !RIPDebt to find the link, and we would really appreciate the donations to it. Octini, who is the organizer of this event, has done a great job finding a great charity like RIPDebt. They've been in the news a lot these days with kind of their missions and what the impact they've been able to do. So I am personally very excited to be able to be a part of that. Please get donations in if you have some time to have these. We would greatly appreciate it.
I don't want to look.
All right. So yep, we're going to teach Surf to give Ladia a person berry because there is going to be another swagger, and then we're going to be teaching it Surf, which is going to be our primary attack for a good portion of this next part.
Oh, I didn't actually.
Looks like pretty good.
That's good. This is gaming. This is gaming.
I didn't get the stats.
You need the stats?
Yeah.
I didn't grab the stats. Nature was plus speed minus defense.
Ooh.
It had 80 special attack and 85 speed when you get from the weather center.
So even though there are a lot of trainers in this route, all of them have very bad vision, so we can kind of just avoid a whole lot of them. Now we're heading up to the Weather Institute, where Team Aqua has yet again taken a couple of scientists hostage, and it's up to the 10-year-old to fix everything.
This tradition.
So even though it's a bit out of the way, we choose to fight the top trainer here because I believe the bottom trainer has one more Pokemon than the top one, and overall it's just faster to fight this one than the other two.
Yep, so Shelly that we saw a little bit earlier in the run, wreaking havoc on this Weather Institute, and so we're gonna have to teach her some manners. He just slaps that pine. This is so rude. Yeah, so a couple notes about Neil's Latias too. That scene where Neil is teaching Latias Surf is a kind of a lot of stress because two stuff that we want to care about is special attack. If our special attack is bad, you're not going to be able to hit ranges and you potentially die. If our speed is bad, we're going to get outsped by Sharpedo and we're going to potentially die. So that's pretty much the gist of it. But Neil's podcast actually is really, really good. It has reviews and I just because it got snarled. And yeah, it has max IVs and special attack, which gives us a pretty solid range for a couple of players, right? And then it has plus nature and speed, and about 20-something IVs in speed as well. And so that's going to allow us to actually outspeed Sharpedo in a lot of these fights. So Sharpedo is going to get one less turn essentially, and it puts us in an ideal situation where we're not get hurt by it.
Gonna save here.
This is one of the first of the mini Sharpedo fights we're going to have to deal with here. Having good speed here is very, very, very ideal. And then having a special attack also, I believe you can guarantee a one-shot with it. Oh, actually, no, sorry, we don't have... We use Dragon Breath here for a 2-shot. forgot we don't have grass in my hair.
Oh no.
Well,
Yeah, that's primarily the reason why this game is really, really hard. Is Sharpedo is almost the perfect like counter to Latias in a way, because Latias thing is it's fast. It can outspeed a lot. But Sharpedo is super fast too, and having Ice Fang, which is super effective against Dragon Pokemon, and Latias Dragon type is not good. Ice Fang also can flinch, which we saw there, which prevents the move from happening, and so we lose a turn there, and bad. And then it can also freeze, which is also bad. So it's really not an ideal situation for us to deal with. Rock Sapphire is very, very hard to really get to that nightmares in the Sharpedo. Again with the scary face here.
oh my. There. All right.
Alright.
But we got through the fight, so yeah. A lot of the time what it'll have is swagger. But it didn't use it there. We have the person berry that we can use in place of swaggers. Should provide some safety there. But again, nothing is ever guaranteed in this game. We're always in danger. Ha 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 ha.
So we get a free cast form from the scientists here. At first glance, it doesn't seem that useful, but the cast form is holding an item called Mystic Water, which boosts our water-type moves by 20%, which is very helpful because we taught Surf to Latias. And the legendary in this game, Kyogre, is also a water type. So we'll be using Mystic Water as our held item for most of the rest of the run.
Yeah. Great situation to have that. But it actually helps with a lot of things. If you miss equipping that Mystic Water, you immediately realize that you didn't do it. So we're very thankful about it.
Another rival fight.
Alright, Rival 3. Well, Rival 2 was bad. Surely this one's gonna be bad too, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Just I'm just glad I got that great speed and top neutral special attack. So we're gaming.
Yeah. This fight is actually not that bad. Latias, we're very good. We have Mistral. And there's not really anything that the company has that can damage us in here. So we can just kind of use it. Yeah. It really do more from the Latias there. There's no armor.
Here we go.
Yeah, it's Brendan 3. Not nearly as bad as Brendan 2.
But nah,
Yeah. In terms of Brendan fights, that Brendan 5, unwinnable.
God.
That's the hardest Brendan fight, the 5th Brendan fight.
Brendan 5. What are you talking about?
Unwinnable.
We don't have a fifth Brendan fight anymore. Come on.
True.
Unless we're doing round 2.
Also true. This is the any percent route that we are doing there. Thankfully, we will not have to fight Brendan. We will fight Brendan a 4th time, and that is actually really hard. But we'll get there. We'll explain it when we get there.
So we biked past the 6th gym in Fortree City, and that's because in order to actually get to it, we need to activate this cutscene and defeat the Kecleon here. So Steven is going to give us an item that allows us to see the Kecleon, and then we're just going to enter a battle against it.
Kecleon, you can catch it.
Oh no, we accidentally ran away.
I'm sure you'll see another one.
No Swamperdite. No.
I mean, I don't know what Swamper is, but I'm sure it sounds nice.
Yeah. Never heard of a Swamperdite.
And now we're just gonna head back and fight the gym. So this gym
Won't be
is...
a pain.
Yep, this gym is Winona, who uses flying type Pokemon. But in order to fight her, we need to see this Kecleon.
And there's a TM just in front of on top of the gym that you grab first.
Yeah, we're gonna grab this TM up here.
And
Grass
Omega
knot.
Ruby does not grab this.
Yeah.
They don't need it.
We don't have to deal with Sharpedos on Omega Ruby, but again, we have Sharpedos in here. We need something a good counter. Grass is super effective against water, so we're gonna use that for our Sharpedo plate.
So there are a bunch of trainers in this gym. For the most part, if you know where exactly to go, you can avoid most of them. So it isn't as scary as perhaps it looks.
Pace is a crit happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, Winona is fairly safe. There is nothing that Winona has is really scary, but we do have to do some setup. Anytime you do setup is an opportunity for a critical hit. So go just back to save them. Don't anger the RNG down. Leave them. Is a fairly tried and true formula of set up enough extra special attack so you can multiply everything. The tried and true method is called speedrunning. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up +3 here. Very, very.
I don't want to go for the +2 ranges.
There's you can only rely on +3. And then we're going to sleep.
All right.
Gaming.
Crit kill.
Yeah, so pretty difficult. Not looking at setup. Setup here. So the armory here up ahead. This is the first fight where if you don't have the water, notice it because you don't one-shot it. But 20% ends up being a lot of fights, and that's armory is one. If you don't one-shot it, the number one reason is you just not. Hopefully we one-shot help. I'll use protect. Oh, what a.
What a nerd.
Yeah, that's known as 6 badge. Easy gaming.
Yeah, Ladia section is like just non-stop battling, really. Now we're gonna make our way to Mount Pyre, and we have a lot more Aqua battles. Although we actually, for the run, we set our game clock to a certain date, because in the next route, if it's not that, it starts raining, and it loses like a little bit of time, but it's not really that much, and I always forget to change my time.
This is another pretty satisfying movement section. Trainers that we're gonna go kind of like in and out of and leave. Very kind of fun movement to be able to do. Yeah.
And then we'll pick up a free heal right up in here.
We're gonna pet this kitty. We're not gonna pet the kitty. We're just gonna talk to the nurse here. And we're gonna get a free heal here. And then we're making our way to Mount Pyre. Oh, Nelly, it is a section of the run that is pretty scary.
Yeah.
We're gonna try our best. We're gonna have fun though, and that's all that counts.
Yeah, at least I don't have a negative special attack.
So we're gonna just avoid some trainers here. We don't have any spinners or anything like that. They're pretty set in place, so we just gotta make sure we're just navigating
Oh, damn it.
areas that are in the vision, but
Okay.
no biggie.
Come on, Jigglypuff. Oh,
Oh, it's really tough. Why you gotta be like this? It's all good. Yeah, so we're just gonna continue just to make our way through Mount Pyre here.
Yep. So coming up is essentially a boss rush of a whole bunch of grunts that we're gonna face all in a row, and they are pretty tough.
oh, it's in Omega Ruby, they're flipped. You go left, right, left instead of right, left, right.
Yeah, Game Freak did that to us. They decided made different basically pretty screwy if you run both versions of the game. Which place you're navigating through. Yeah, so that's the first grunt. Where a good special attack kind of saved us. We started that with, I believe,
It's still 11 and 16 range.
yeah, still 11 and 16 with good. Yeah, that can be a two shot in my opinion. Slow sections of the run where you have multiple attacks, not lose one of these things. It's kind of like different special attack this way. Oh, you might. Okay, not bad.
Attack.
We're trying our best not to get staggered.
Yeah, another we have to hit Mariana twice, so it's always a risky 180.
Another mighty we gotta deal with. What do you know? Always carry a little bit of drones. Okay.
Come on, sit. Oh,
No,
not with my
Latios, no!
Oh, come on. Oh,
No, no.
come on, you got this. Thanks.
Hey, buddy.
Well, we're not done yet.
Fortunately, it didn't feel the mighty Anna didn't feel like attacking us.
Now we have a gold match to deal with. We can't one shot.
Oh,
no.
Okay, come on. Come on.
Also, we cannot heal because we got embargoed.
Wow.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's why this section is bad, is because you get
And
confused.
that's what we
and you hit
save.
yourself. Yeah, and then one of the moves while we were hitting ourselves in the face was embargo that Mighty Unit has, and that prevents you from using items out of your bag. You can't heal, so you just have to just roll with it, and that's why this game is very hard. Nothing you can do sometimes if you get dealt the wrong hand. You can play it and hope you play it at with their abilities, but again, the game is going to be the game. It's going to be difficult. Alright. Nobody
Put
puts
another
Latias in
here.
the corner twice.
Okay, there we
Hey,
go.
there we go. Embargo corner on. Let's go. Nobody puts down Latias twice in a row.
It must be too soon.
Alright, we're through the grunts. Now,
Okay, let's
we're
see.
gonna do another Aqua admin fight here. This time with Matt, who we saw.
Let's see. Gladius,
before.
Fast and Sharp.
We got Latias, and so Matt has one Sharpedo. That one Sharpedo is Matt, and it's hard. One of the saving graces here is that we are fast enough where we outspeed Sharpedo, and if we did not outspeed Sharpedo, what we would have to do is we would have to put Marsh Stomp in slot 1, and we would have to hit it with a Bulldoze. Because Bulldoze's secondary effect is reducing speed, it would slow down Sharpedo enough where Latias cannot do it. So we hit it with Bulldoze, kick back into Latias, and then we'd be able to hit it with Grass Knot. And thankfully, we don't have to do that because Latias outspeed, and so we can just Grass Knot turn 1 and then go from there. Even with a super effective move like Grass Knot, we can't one-shot it, so we're gonna have to. We're not completely out of the woods, even though we outspeed. We're still gonna have to take a hit here. The unfortunate combination that Sharpedo does have is Scary Face, and then it has Ice Fang, so it'll use that combination. Scary Face will make it so you don't outspeed it, and then if you don't outspeed it, Ice Fang can flinch you when it's used first before your move. And that's not an ideal situation. Situation where you're lower than Sharpedo to start with, it won't use that Scary Face to spam Ice thing, and you essentially can't really fight. There's a Scary Face, and it'll Ice thing. You won't.
Oh, no.
Oh my.
Goodbye, cruel world.
Let's just reset.
Yeah, this run is hard like this. Even though we have stats that are in our favor, that puts us in favorable situations. Again, Latias is just a good counter for Latias. Not ideal. There's really nothing at this point that we can do except just kind of hope we get good RNG. Pretty so far, I would say this is pretty average. Alpha Sapphire RNG, to be completely honest.
10% range by the 10% chance.
Yeah. So again, Ice Fang can freeze or flinch you. So there's two outcomes that we don't want. So it's unfortunate.
Alright, we're just gonna crit here. All right, well.
There we go. Nobody puts down Latias twice. All right. Yeah, that's essentially what's gonna happen. Ideally, with the fight. Yeah. Man, that scary face. The scary face Ice Fang combo is really, really bad.
Red orb. I'm sure that'll be very useful for Kyogre.
Unfortunately, Archie stole the blue orb, so we aren't able to get it there. You've got to try to figure out a way to get the red orb and blue orb back together.
So, fortunate what they just did is grab the rare candy. It's actually a very strategic rare candy that we get, and it improves the odds of the next mat fight that we have to do against the same Sharpedo. You saw the situation here where if we don't one-shot it, we're in a bad position because it's a very big thing. So we're gonna try and avoid that by just one-shotting it, and that candy helps us. It doesn't guarantee us a range; it just makes it slightly better. So that's the copium that we Alpha Sapphires have to consume. And then so we talked about Slateport being one of the only two places that you can buy candies. Thankfully, during the plot, we have to come to Slateport anyways, so we strategically in the route made it so we buy the rest of our things we need for the rest of this run here at Slateport before we advance to the dock and essentially put it in the fleet.
No. Alright. Another Aqua fight coming up?
Yeah. Fortunate bought 2 revives. That is in our Alpha Sapphire notes. Omega Ruby doesn't have the 2 revives. It's just unfortunately there are 2 fights where it's very easy to die. So even in non-marathon notes, we have those 2 revives technically routed in for the. A lot of Alpha Sapphire runners have made their own versions of notes, and they've taken that out. They just kind of accept it if they die. Over the runs.
Yeah, I never really use them, but you know,
Yeah.
there's all about that safety.
Yeah, marathon safety is always good. Yeah, I bring it up more just to speak of just how hard the run is, the stretch of the run is, and how easy it is to die. Yeah, tough out there.
Yeah.
More grunt. So a fun fact about this trick run is we only fight aqua runs from here on out pretty much. The interesting kind of route thing that kind of happens here is we don't have any like mandatory trainers that we have to do outside of the aqua. So that's both good and a bad thing. The good thing is the faster for the overall sequence, but the less mandatory trainers that place, the more underlevel you get. So we're going to quickly see that Latias is kind of being out-leveled by this kind of part here. We're only really fighting a few aqua runs.
Alright, 9-16 range coming up. That's
Yeah, this is what the good Latias do. It's still only a 9 out of 16 chance. When we say like X out of 16 range, we're talking about the chance that it'll one shot. So 9 out of screen is like they're rolling inside a die, and trying to get pretty much like there's 9 numbers on the die that'll you roll that number one shot it. So it's fractions and it does math. Yeah, a good Latias 9 out of 16. So imagine what a bad Latias is. You pretty much concede one shot with a Latias. So two-shotting everything. Bad for time save. Each turn that you take is like 6 to 8 seconds. So imagine having to do, 5 or 6 seconds.
It really adds up.
Yeah, it really adds up, and it's tough to fight back. Fighting kind of those small time losses you have, it's still trying to survive throughout this section because danger is ever present. Very, very, very hard to play with.
So now we are in Lily Cove, and we are going to be meeting Brendan yet again.
Woohoo!
This is technically the last run rival fight that we have to do for the rest of the run.
Do you want to count Wally?
If you count Wally as a rival.
Yeah, that is. I think Wally counts as a rival.
In my notes, Brandon Forrest is titled Nothing But Pain. Stuff.
We have
this
a tool.
shouldn't be too bad with this Latias.
Yeah, we have a tool called Ranger that one of the runners in the community programs that have interactive notes that you track on individual values that go into kind of how we route this. It has notes that change this fight is nothing but pain. So the mechanic of this fight is style is very painful to do. So it has random AI, as we said. It has detect. So this is an ideal fight. We got detect turn 1. Bad situations if you got detect turn 2. And you would have not done damage right there with fly. And that was bad because we would have to fly again. And the more turns that you give Sapphire, the more opportunities it has to use 2 moves that we don't want it to use. One is Dual Chop, which is a dragon type, and it's super effective to our dragon type, so it does a lot of damage. And then another move that we don't want to use is called Ability, and that'll put us at speed above it. So as long as we're outdoing Sapphire, we can predict, like we can work off what it's doing. In terms of healing, so if we are we heal ahead of time. But if it's outspeed us, especially if it's fly as the main move, we're kind of at its mercy in terms of what we're able to do and do it. Simply because we hit fly, you pull it, and it won't have the opportunity to bow chop. With flies, protect, and then it can bow chop you, you're done for it. So hitting flies is very, very tough, but we got through it. Fortunate to be able to get through that fight. So very, very, very good progress from me.
So now we've got to head into the Team Aqua base just outside of Lily Cove. You just saw in a previous cutscene that they stole the submarine from a slate port, and now it's our job to hunt them down and get it back. The key feature of the Aqua Hideout is that it has all of these warp panels. So we've just got to avoid as many trainers as possible and then get on the right warp panels to get to where we need to go.
I dig the Aqua Man. I like it. This combat is not bad, thankfully.
Well, it can be.
Yeah. So one quick detour that we're going to make here. We're we're navigating through the space, there's a master ball hidden somewhere in the space, so we're gonna go ahead and get it. We talked a little bit about before, there's obviously a legendary in this thing called Kyogre. We want Kyogre because, spoiler alert, it's a good Pokemon. So if we can use it, I guarantee a catch. Legendary catches very hard in this game. Let's use the Master Ball, which guarantees it. So we're gonna go ahead and do that.
Drizzle plus Mystic Water is just ooh.
One day we'll route in the YOLO Ball. Yeah.
Love talking to plants.
Yeah. So the greatest thing that Alpha Sapphire has over Omega Ruby is all you have to do is face that plant and press A, and they will do a diagonal turn to that ball that's in that corner and automatically grab that ball. The Pokeball on the left, the Master Ball, is not actually an item, it's an electrode, so you don't want to actually touch that. Omega Ruby, you have to do it like a manually diagonal like that. Alpha Sapphire runners love to count that over Omega Ruby runners. One
That's
of
all
the
we
very few
have.
things we have, yeah.
Yep, aside from that one thing, the Team Aqua and Team Magma bases are essentially the same between the two games, except they're mirrored from each other. So we would go left in one case, in Omega Ruby they would go right. Coming up is perhaps my favorite fight in this game.
It's not fun in round 2.
Now, it's a group of quintuplets that all battle together in something called a horde battle. So they will have 5 Pokemon, all of which are level 15 or so. And it's supposed to be hard because you can only deal damage to one of them at a time, but fortunately we have Surf, so we can just one-shot all 5 of them all at once.
Yeah, these all go down the row.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yeah, so thank goodness we have Surf, which is a spread move. Don't have to deal with shenanigans there. Alright, this is the next mat fight that we have, and so that candy that we got at the tombstone after the first mat fight, we're using it here to increase our odds of one-shotting the Sharpedo up ahead. So we're gonna pray to the RNG gods here that we get good RNG.
11 to 16 range, we'll be fine.
Yeah, we're fine.
Luckily we're fast, so it's...
Yeah, so we have a good combination of being fast. So that means it's guaranteed to use Airy Face, unless it does that weird 1/16 thing, but it does have not random AI in its program to do Airy Face. So we have an opportunity to one-shot it. And if we don't one-shot it, since we do have speed, we have a second chance, but it will have to be Ice Cream. We got it!
We got the
crit.
crit too.
What a gamer. Let's go. Just wait. You won't even have to do a Ice Thing. So, benefit of outspeeding and having good physical attack, we saw it there. You don't even have to deal with Ice Thing in that situation. So, very ideal fight.
Now, Matt here is a great character. We're supposed to get a bit of his backstory. He lives to serve his bro.
Bro, yeah. I empathize with that there. Bros being bros.
So we weren't able to stop them from launching the submarine, but at this point, there's nothing we can really do against them in the game, so we're on to go to Moss Deep City and fight our next gym.
Yeah, some difficult moves ahead here. The surf sections where we navigating through the waters are all pretty tricky because there's a bunch of characters just swimming around, spinning, doing with what in the water, and so you have to navigate a little bit carefully through the waters. All right, Moss Deep City Gym.
Oh. Sorry, I took more damage.
Who's the gym leader of Moss Deep? Is it Liza or is it Liza and Tate?
Liza and Tate.
In this game, it's Liza and Tate. I
Liza.
think in the originals, it's Tate and Liza. Not exactly sure why they switched it in the remakes.
I have no idea either. Everyone I know still just calls them. Get out of there. Good. Gaming.
I hate this is my least favorite gym.
Yeah.
Yep.
All these spinners, ultimately, we don't have to fight. They are spinners, and some of them have weird visions. Can get a little bit tricky.
The worst one right here.
Yeah.
Especially this Hex Maniac over here.
Alright. So, as you can tell by the fact that there are two gym leaders, this gym battle is not a singles battle, but rather a double battle. So we will get to see both Latios and Marshtomp fight.
Tag team wrestling, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, the original game, Tate and Liza, pretty scary. In this game, Liza and Tate, not that bad. Not that bad, actually.
Yeah, Surf is a very powerful move that's super effective on both of their Pokemon. So we essentially just use Surf with Latios and then set up with Marshtomp.
Another thing that we want to make sure we do in this fight is we gonna have to say goodbye to Marshtomp. We do want Marshtomp KO. To help us avoid double battles, the way this game works is there are some double battles that trigger if you have two Pokemon in the party alive. And we don't want to fight those battles. Fighting extra battles is slow. What we're gonna do is and then we're gonna avoid. There goes Marshtomp.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, Marshtomp.
We're bringing out Gas Form to break them out here. Yeah, you can see we're so underleveled. The Solrock and Megaton are level 35 and we're 37. And it's pretty much the result of what I said earlier, where you don't have any optional fight, so we're pretty underleveled. And not enough strong, surf, effective, no problem at all.
And there,
And that is gym number 7 down. Only one more to go.
and now we have the longest time between bites. Right? This next part of the game is just all cutscenes, really.
Yeah, this is Nash City over here.
Well, it's convenient when you need to use the bathroom.
Everyone's wondering about a mysterious beam of light that just came out of the sea, as expected when that happens. I hate it when that happens. But yeah, Steven Stone, our buddy, our pal over here, seems to know what's happening, so he's gonna send another child to go
and solve the problem.
Also, when you name yourself the exclamation mark, you just get the 2.
Yeah, the
There.
broken text box. Yeah, we get dive and we get scuba gear. Second last item that we're gonna get, and it's gonna allow us to go underwater and we're gonna be able to advance to the next meet, the last gym. Using this. Yeah, so the next place that we're gonna go is we're just gonna kind of be surfing. We're gonna follow this dark patch of water, and that dark patch of water indicates places where you can use that H7 dive to go underwater and look for treasures, I guess. But in this case here, this is where the pillar of light came from. That cutscene that shows you kind of where it comes from, gives you the here for it. But here is Seafloor Cavern, which is where we're going to come up here and we're actually going to see the submarine that Team Aqua stole. So we know here that Archie is here and he is up to some nefarious stuff. So we're going to go investigate. Then we have this spinner, this god-awful spinner.
Oh.
It's a 4-way spinner, and we have to put a 1-cell gap here to be able to pass them. Gaming, we got it though. And then this puzzle that's supposed to be a strength puzzle, but you just go around and you don't actually have to do anything. It's probably my favorite floor of the game. You literally don't have to do the puzzle. It's brilliant design. And then this puzzle that you just go up and you can pass. And then we have a pretty hard trainer coming up.
Oh.
Yeah, it has a muck that has a bunk shot and bunk shot. Hurt.
Save.
Wisely saving. This grunt's bad. This grunt is bad. There's no good fight. You know?
Alright. And now's should be good.
Okay, thank God I used plug there.
Ooh. Alright.
Alright, we're good. Yeah, assurance, the mighty assurance into the dunk shot is,
Now, left boulder, of course.
yeah, it's a bad combo that can KO you. Take out Ladia. Fortunate making the wise decision, all the puzzle on the left side. Yep. Left side gamer.
Of course.
And it's the same puzzle on the left side and on the right side. Yeah, each runner has the side that they want to do. It doesn't really make a difference. And then we're gonna make our way to the floor of the Seafloor Cavern. And we're gonna
fight our himbo both and Aqua Dark.
The drip got himself.
Himbo Dreamboat. I love the
Alright.
redesign they did for Archie. Honestly, like
Oh.
one of the best character redesigns for Archie.
Unfortunately, they only have this Archie appearance in this game. When Archie makes a reappearance in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, he's back
Yeah.
to his normal
What a-
appearance.
What a good game this is.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you agree, Kaz?
I would agree. Yeah.
Yes.
Man, I wish someone would run that in a marathon. Now, this Archie here, has, or this Bunyan has embargo, is really bad because we have to do 4 moves of setup. So yeah, if we get embargoed before we set up,
Yeah.
we're just have to reset.
Yeah, we don't want to say, we're not going to say the E word.
Alright.
All right.
Keep
Good start.
face, and we have that card cut up so it can affect our speed.
Alright.
Fortunately, the AI is not smart enough to realize that we have a guard stack up, so it is more than fine just spamming Scary Face.
Alright.
Like we said with the Sharpedo AI, program so yeah, we take advantage of that.
Ooh, we got the crit too.
Gaming, let's go. Yeah, so now that we got the setup done, that formula that we like of set up first and then sleep, we're just gonna do that from here on out. So we're kind of out of the game, so we can be a little bit easier. Hiding through formula, set up and sleep. So, the reason why embargo also is so bad is Crobat that we just so even if you get embargoed and get kicked out, Crobat, it's just gonna miss and you're just gonna be wasting your time. So there's really no good solution that to work around embargo. It happens so rarely that it's kind of not worth creating a contingency for it. Yeah, a lot of runners will like see it once and then never ever see it again. We think it has to do with some weird logic of like some pre-rolls, where before the game actually decides what it's gonna do, it decides for like a crit, and then there's like a randomness factor where it rolls to decide on some stuff. Yeah, it's proven unfortunate for us to where those instances where we expect to see Scary Face and then we see embargo instead. It happens sometimes with Hideki where we expect low sweep but we get Karate Chop. Again, very, very, very rare, but it does happen sometimes. There's our whale friend, Kyogre. Look at that grin, Archie. I love that. I'm not fully aware of what he's about to do. Unleashing of the rain god now. Obviously, what's happening right now is someone is in the mortal rain summoned by Kyogre, and so we've got a little bit of issue of our hands. Even Archie was not expecting, so we're gonna have to resolve this real quick.
Well, it's longest split with no fights.
Yep.
Yeah.
Portion of like maybe 10 minutes or so without any real action going on.
Yeah, another thing that Alpha Sapphire runners have over Omega Ruby is the main music is a lot better than the drought music in Omega Ruby. So in Omega Ruby, it's Groudon that is the legendary, of course. So instead of Eternal Rain, we get Eternal Sunshine Drought, and it's different music because it's a different environment, and it's like a 10-second loop, the same like 3 notes that are just played over and over again. Not gonna lie, not fun to play on the Mega Ruby. The rain. The
Luckily,
version
you
here
can just
on
turn
Alpha
off the
Sapphire,
sound.
Yeah, a lot better. The low poly quality. Even coming riding it on the crow is so awesome. Just bad,
The favorite
a
bird.
bad guy. I love it. Out there and just doing his thing. He's just gonna come back and ride crow on out of here. Flag and fly. God, I wish I was this cost even. Fortune's gonna make their way to Southwest City. Or going to the Cape of Origins. Go ahead and
Also-
resolve the issue of the Eternal Rain.
Also, shout out to these swimmers here. not even tropical storm.
They're
I don't know how
dedicated.
it was. Yeah.
Yeah, this is Utopia City. This is the last city of the last gym. But before we can face the gym leader, who is right there, by the name of Wallace, we gotta figure out the Kyogre situation. So Wallace is gonna help us figure out what's happening here. And we're gonna have to go into the Cave of Origins, and we're gonna have to quell the beast that is Kyogre.
And be a long, difficult fight.
Yeah, this music is so much better than Omega Ruby.
Only a couple more minutes of this. Imagine a world where 3DS had turbo.
The greatest burden on your shoulders, says Maxie. Of course, we're gonna send the kid. And then Brendan's gonna come over and he's gonna be like, "Hey, I want to be a part of this too."
Well, they've only got one dive suit, you know?
Yeah, we've only been friends with Brendan for like 2.5 hours right now, and he calls us his best friend. So we got that going for us.
That's...
I mean,
he's
to
from
be
Fenton
fair-
town.
To be fair, there's only like one other child in that town, so don't really have
True,
much
yeah.
competition.
Who else is Brendan gonna be friends with? His dad, Professor. we're in the Cave of Origins. We're just kind of making our way, and then there's a point where the floor shakes and Kyogre does the Kyogre thing and starts screaming. So we're just gonna try and make our way as fast as possible to the bottom of the board where Kyogre
What? How?
is.
Okay. VS suit.
Krar. All right, this is one of the all-time great cutscenes in all of video game history. Look at that. That's so cute. And then he's just riding
We
on the
love our
back.
large aquatic fish.
Yeah, so great. We love Kyogre. I can't get enough of this. This is adorable.
Oh no, our maps and our Pokémap is down.
Uh-oh. Where are we? Ooh.
Oh no.
Yeah. We're in a lair, the cave of the something cave of origin, and there's only really one thing we can do in this room. That is fight Kyogre. All right, you ready, Latias, for the fight of your life?
All right.
All right, Latias. What are you gonna do, Latias? What's the move here? Oh
Gonna do the
no!
Eye of the Beast.
Kyogre going primal. Yeah, the Gen 6 mechanic called Mega Evolutions. Pretty much takes the Pokemon you have, and you have item that you put called like a light turned on it, so like you got Swamperite that turns Swampert to the Mega Evolution. And the Kyogre and Groudon piece, the blue orb and the red orb that was part of the Mount Fire Expedition. We're gonna equip that with Kyogre, and then that's gonna allow us to do the Mega Evolution for these evolutions, for these Pokemon, and they're called the Primal version of Kyogre, and that essentially supercharges some of the stats. Kyogre becomes a special attack monster in the final form. It also has
Well,
Ice
it's
Beam.
huge time loss, so never use it.
Latias, so not good.
Alright. Ooh, we're 6 levels under.
Oh, we're gonna Master Ball it. Okay.
Oh. We're taking the coward's way out. Oh, we got it!
Okay. Alright, let's show. Yeah, so that Master Ball that we got over at Aqua Base coming in handy here. Yeah. Kyogre, really good. We're gonna get a lot of use out of Kyogre.
There we go.
The perfect combination, Latias.
You know, I
and-
should have named that Latias that, because that's the one that's dying.
Yeah, so that's we've mentioned it on and off. We have 3 main Pokemon that we use. The first one was Marshtomp and Mudkip, and then the second one is Latias, and then the third one and final one that we're going to use is Kyogre. So we're going to ride
Oh,
Kyogre
no.
until the end.
And we're done with the story, so now there's only like, what, 7 fights left?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. We have a short cutscene. We actually don't need to mash for this, so a lot of Alpha Sapphire runners use this time to to get their head straight, get some water, go to the bathroom real quick if they need to. Yeah, this is pretty much the final countdown when it comes to the run. If you get to this point, especially in Alpha Sapphire, you feel relatively good because you got through a very, very hard section. And as you saw in this run with Latias and all the Sharpedos, the Mighty Inas, you're in a lot of trouble. A lot can go wrong, so we take it as a W if we can get to this point and get to Kyogre.
Oh, so peaceful.
I wonder who that one Team Aqua Grunt is. I sure hope she doesn't turn out to be one of the primary characters in the post game.
Moltres time. Come on.
And Archie's pretty much learning a life lesson here, and the life lesson is maybe the true primal origins of humanity is the friends we made along the way, or something like that.
I don't know. I'm not
I literally think that's what they're talking about. But yeah, Archie figures that his plan wasn't what it was supposed to be, and so him and Max are thankful for helping them realize that that's not the best way to go about the plan for the rest of the world. So they're out of our hairs from now on.
Well, we got the blue orb.
The blue orb again, we're gonna use for Primal Kyogre, but hopefully we don't have to use it.
I never
Yeah.
used it.
We're real gamers. We don't do Primal Kyogre.
It's a time loss, even for the one fight. Oh, we got the Eon Flute. We can fly everywhere now.
Yeah, Neon Flute you use in E4 round 2. It's actually a pretty cool thing that you can like manually fly on your Mega Evolution Latias Latios. Pretty actually fun if you play this game casually. You can use it.
The first open world Pokemon.
Oh, true. Alright, like we did with Mudkip and like with Latias, we're gonna do some menuing here. We're gonna teach it some moves. Obviously, Kyogre being a water type, we're gonna teach it Surf, so we can cruise along with that. We're also gonna grab a cat real quick and find out what it is, and then we're also gonna teach it Calm Mind. Calm Mind boosts the special attack and the special defense one. We're gonna rely on that to be able to. Ooh, okay. To be able to help us.
That's great.
This is a Kyogre. This is a Kyogre.
Appreciate it.
And again, that Mystic Water coming in clutch for us again, as mentioned earlier with when we got it in gas form.
So now that we have Kyogre, we are free to fight the final gym leader, Wallace. And just like Kyogre, Wallace uses water-type Pokemon.
Yeah, not ideal since water resists water, but Kyogre is so much of a baller that even if it's not effective, it can still pretty much make way with Wallace's team here.
So coming up is probably the toughest gym puzzle. Despite being the water gym leader, Wallace has a bunch of ice tiles that break after one step. So we have to carefully maneuver our way around in order to break every single tile and advance to the next one.
Yeah, it's very easy to kind of lose your step. You have to hit them in a specific order. So definitely want to be careful a little bit here, because what happens is you fall through. You see there's like a bunch of people standing there. You actually go to where they are, bottom there, and you have to fight a bunch of trainers. So it's pretty much not ideal to do that. We want to not fight trainers, and we want to get through the gym fight as fast as we can.
And if I'm not mistaken, this puzzle is a lot harder than it is in the original games as well. They decided to, for some reason, ramp up the difficulty.
Yeah. Can't run indoors in 3 2. When, so obviously optimally you want to run through the puzzles, so it makes it very, very challenging to run through and do the puzzle as opposed to walking in 4 directions. Wallace being a diva. I love Wallace. Wallace is probably my second favorite leader. Oh boy, we got Locust over here. Locust has weakness because it refuses and we don't like it. Oh, it missed.
Nice dodge.
Yeah, what a gamer Kyogre is. Alright. The Whiscash coming up. We're gonna set up 2 compounds to get us to special attack. Yeah, we should be able to actually make way with everything else here.
Alright.
My catfish friend Whiscash over here.
Since our ability is Drizzle and cause the thing to rain, and that boosts water type moves, which is really useful for a water type Pokemon.
Yeah, turns out rain does boost attack. Rain, water move. Kyogre, obviously.
Oh, well,
Oh.
alright.
Okay,
helps
thank you,
out.
Seeking.
Thank you.
Yeah. That was a calculated move to surf, not Origin Pulse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was a very good Wallace fight.
Not very effective, we can still make our way through it. That is our 8th and final gym badge. We are good to go
Victory
on the
Road
gym
bound.
challenge.
Yep, and as a reward for beating him, Wallace gives us the HM for Waterfall, which we will need in order to get to Victory Road.
Yeah. And now we can finally fight Nimona after. Oh wait, no, sorry, wrong game.
So we are just going to quickly teach Waterfall to Latias, and then make our way to Victory Road.
Hopefully I don't hit all the trainers.
Yeah,
Another water
Hopefully.
route, so it's yeah.
yeah. Just like on our way when we were surfing to Moss Deep, we have to surf our way to the Elite Four to the Victory Road, and it's a lot of shenanigans in terms of the swimmers that are there. Pretty difficult to dodge. So we're gonna do our best to try and navigate the waters and get to Victory Road so we can make our way to the Elite Four.
Also, another fun fact about Sapphire: Kyogre is a slightly faster swimmer.
I believe
Yeah.
that's similar with the other Pokemon that also have unique animations are Sharpedo, which I believe is faster than Kyogre.
Yeah,
And then
I
there's
think
also
so.
Whalmer, which is just bigger
Hilarious.
than Kyogre.
Yeah.
Which means if you don't have Repel Up, you get more encounters because it's bigger.
Damn it. Oh well.
Now, this is a very tough spot. There are 2 trainers, one that looks straight down, and the only way to avoid him is to dodge him with this spinner. So kind of hard to avoid getting into her.
But it's not too bad because you heal right after. Use a Pokemon Center for the very first time. Gotta do the center in a very specific order to make sure that Marshall's still in our party, but it's dead, and we heal Taylor.
And like Groucho said earlier, the reason that we want to keep Marshtomp dead is because there's a lot of double battles in Victory Road. And if we only have one alive Pokemon, then we can just run right past all of the double battles without having to worry about them.
So the way the data is actually stored on the computers that Neil was just playing with there, it doesn't actually store the value of the health of the Pokemon. So when you put it in the box, it just resets completely. So it acts as essentially a full heal without doing the full animation of the Pokemon Center stuff. So it's a good way to, as Kaz was just talking about, make sure Marshtomp is dead, and then fully heal Kyogre. So it's a very fast, optimal way to do that.
You just hug the edge there, and the trainer can't see you.
Oh boy, Frostlass
And-
Gaming here.
Yep, now that we've defeated the 8th gym, trainers can now have Pokemon that aren't typically found in Hoenn, such as Frostlass.
Yeah, from here on out, we'll be seeing a lot of different Pokemon from future generations.
Um,
No! Again, from start to finish, everything can confuse you. This is no
Alright,
difference. Alright, we got it though, we got it. Not bad.
And then we won't be doing this in the speed run, but at this point, if we were to visit Professor Birch again, we would be able to get the National Pokédex and experience wild Pokemon from future games as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's like something like 600 mod Pokemon in the national deck here, so
Yeah.
a lot of Pokemon, yeah.
I did start briefly to catch them all for this game.
Oh
I was like,
no.
nope.
Yeah. That is a multi-parter that we would need to do. Sounds like a good submission for a really, really long-a-thon.
Let's see
We got
what we
some
do,
mandatory-
Diploma.
Yeah. We got some mandatory fights here, but Kyogre is such a baller that we can just kind of surf our way through it. Nothing really scary here. We're just gonna make our way, do the mandatory fights, and then get out of here as fast as we can.
There's 2 more chances Elite Four if I don't mess up. So probably 4.
And we have a walker right there, being able to avoid. And then here's the first of the 2 double battles that we wanted to avoid, and so you can see if Neil was just able to zip right past them without them challenging us, because we just simply do not have the Pokemon needed to do a double battle, so they will just leave us alone.
Or you just go down anyway, so that's...
Yeah, technically not required because you can surf there, but optimally you
It's
just take
slower.
the left and to avoid extra steps there. There is one that you absolutely cannot avoid later on, so it is optimal to just kind of just go straight and cut out those extra steps.
Oh no, the debt's growing.
Yeah,
No.
debt's growing. No, what is this?
I didn't think that's true. I didn't think that's true.
States?
There's a spinner here. Be tricky. Oh my.
Yeah, this is a super annoying spinner we don't like as a
You have
Kingdra.
to pass him 3 different times
Yeah,
in order to fully avoid him.
happens to the best of us. Yeah, you're gonna want to ice beam him.
Yep, fortunately, we heal again after we finish Victory Road, so it doesn't matter too much that we're taking damage here.
Okay, we are out of Victory Road now, pretty
No,
much.
not.
If you we're gonna see right here,
right.
these are
That's a
the
double battle
Manticore
weed.
trainers. But
Oh,
yeah,
and you get an encounter there. Wow.
yeah, gaming.
Alright.
Yeah, now we are officially pretty much out of Victory Road here. So there's only one thing stopping us from the Elite Four. What could it be?
Oh, it's Wally. He got his
Wally.
8 turn back.
Oh, wow.
Well,
Wally.
he must have got the
Wally.
8 turn badge before us, so alright.
Yeah. Wally and his Ralts. Well, we're gonna have to just stomp through his Ralts, right? That's what
Yeah.
Wally has, just a Ralts.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it'll be an easy fight. Don't worry about it.
Got that epic music.
This music is not good. Oh wait, Wally has
Whoa.
5.1. He's leading
Whoa.
the area. A dragonfly. Wally turns out pretty formidable. Ends up being a very, very, very prominent trainer in ends up. So that's kind of Wally's story. Is with the Wally we knew that struggling with the Ralt on the Marvel kill is Jim is actually being a very, very, very formidable opponent here. But of course, it's no match for our legendary whale. So we should, the speed run purposes, we're gonna give up these basically.
Alright, and sweet. Hopefully.
Okay.
The rain stopped.
Alright, we got a Magneton here. Magneton has 30, so we can't one-shot it. Oh wow, that still did a lot of damage. Okay, we're gaming.
Alright.
The really only thing that's kind of a little bit worrisome is that Magneton. It does have Tri-Attack. Tri-Attack can paralyze, burn, or freeze, I believe. So if you get that, it's bad. And I think it has another electric that can paralyze. So you have to take another turn just to heal that is all. So it's not too bad. Time lost on the Oh, whoa, Wally got it delayed. Yo.
Wow.
That's really...
Oh man, Mega Blade too. Ooh, this is gonna be a tough one.
I am a delayed enjoyer. I think in the original versions, though, that was a Gardevoir, which is also a very good Pokemon. But yeah,
And
that is Wally. The end of the Wally arc.
And now Elite Four time. You ready for some sheer cold? Over or under a sheer cold, 2?
So
Sheer Cold's hitting or Sheer Cold's overall?
Overall.
Alright, all obstacles done. Elite Four, here we come. You gonna pick up the Mewtwo tonight? No.
Yeah,
There's
do
a-
all
there's a-
Mega Stones.
Yeah. There's one just sitting there in the corner over there. The all Mega Stones running to grab that, but we're doing any percent, so we're not grabbing it. We're gonna do the box here. We're gonna heal Kyogre here. And we are proceeding to the Elite Four.
Oh boy.
Boy, howdy. Yeah, so we're quickly approaching the end of the run here. Elite Four should be pretty smooth sailing. Should be hopefully.
Oh,
Hope it
no.
is.
My special attack isn't that great.
Yeah. There's some strategies that we do have to do for some of these fights. Others are pretty damn surf and win, or ice beam and win, but there are some that are kind of First fight here is Sydney. Sydney specializes in dark Pokemon. There's two approaches that you can do. You can set up on Mightyena, or you can set up on Shiftry, which is the second Pokemon that comes out. The setup on Shiftry is technically faster, but it is a little bit scarier because Shiftry is a grass Pokemon that has a super effective move. So Mightyena is technically safer, but we do sacrifice some time because it does have Swagger and it will Swagger us.
We gotta pay attention to what Mariana does here.
Yeah. So we're gonna do our setup here. We're gonna do the X speed, and then we're gonna do the X special attack to be able to complete from here on out. Yeah, that is tough. Yeah. So the reason some runners will opt to set up on Shiftry is we'll see here. Shiftry also has Breakout, so it'll tend to use the Breakout. So what you can do is use the X special attack on that side. But because Kyogre is a little bit lacking in special attack and speed, we do have to use both. So we can't use both in that takeout step, so we have to opt to do the setup on Mightyena there. Yeah, that isn't always guaranteed to take out 10-1. It can use Leaf Blade, and that has a high crit ratio, so it goes ahead and does that in crit. Pretty bad.
One down.
That is one of
3 to go,
four
right?
members there.
It's lead 4, so 3 to go.
There you go. Got this.
Go. Watch out for spooky ghosts. Where does it? Keep an eye on the chair. Oh, there.
There it is.
Yeah, the ghost girl appears on the chair. For like 1 frame.
Yeah. We love the ghost girl sitting in the corner.
Is it the same one from X and Y?
Yeah, so this is Phoebe. This is the ghost elite Four trainer. Phoebe is an absolute nightmare in Omega Ruby, but Kyogre is so OP. Difference is Kyogre with the rain can one-shot the Dusclops that leads off Groudon cannot. So it's very, very easy to be sailing for Phoebe for Kyogre. we're gonna just do a quick setup turn on Duskmore here to avoid getting into heal range on some poke. Thunder Punch, fine. And then we're just gonna be able to win.
You smash A. Even when you're in battles, you're smashing.
Yeah, the match never stops.
And it's actually why I brought the Lepaberry all the way back is for the Elite Four, because he's run out of surf very quickly.
Yeah, that is Elite Four Phoebe.
Okay.
Phoebe's so happy.
Next up is Glacia.
Oh
boy.
god.
Oh
Is
boy,
a
howdy.
big problem in this game because her second Pokemon, the one that we typically set up on, has the move Sheer Cold, which has a 33% chance to hit, and if it does hit, Kyogre instantly dies.
It's a one-hit KO.
A one-hit KO. And so, yeah, Fortunate's Kyogre, unfortunately, is a little bit slow, so we do have to do an X speed on Walrein. There's that setup that we have to do. And that means an extra opportunity for the Sheer Cold to happen. So we're gonna want to save it and pray we don't see Sheer Cold. No. So a little bit of explanation of why. So the question is, if Walrein is so bad, why do we set up on Walrein, and why don't we just set up on the first Pokemon, Glalie? Well, the reason being, Glalie has two moves that we do not want to see. It has Hail, and what Hail will do is snow will start falling. And that snow animation is very slow. And the other Pokemon that Glacia has is Frost Blast, and ability is Snow Cloak, and it essentially erases the evasiveness. So we're going to be missing on top. It also has Light Screen, and Light Screen, the special attack effectiveness. So setting up on Glalie at the end of the day is just not an option. If moves just make it not possible. We have to one Kira, which does not use any of the moves we want it to. Alright, here we go. Bless,
Alright.
bless, bless.
Okay.
Alright.
Surf.
Alright.
Okay. One last turn.
Okay.
Okay, we didn't. We survived. We survived.
Do I even have?
Alright, that's good. That's good news. So it
Oh,
used
I have
Surf,
enough
Surf, and
spheres.
Body Slam, so we avoided the Sheer Cold there, so that's good news for us. Body Slam can paralyze, and so we would have to heal that paralyzed, and that gives us opportunity to continue with it. So we didn't get paralyzed there, and so we are good to go.
Alright, need to hit an orange impulse. Come on. Thank you.
Alright.
I don't have enough surfs.
Alright, that's Glacia. That's probably the hardest to go Elite for out of our way, so we're good.
And finally, we have the easiest of Elite Four, Drake, to finish things off.
I saved
Oh,
2.5 minutes my PB from that. Or not from my PB, but I saved 2.5 minutes from that fight because I died like twice. My last.
Here's
So yes, Drake is the Dragon-type Elite Four member, and since we have Ice Beam, we're essentially just going to be using Ice Beam to sweep through a lot of his Pokemon.
pretty much all of Drake's Pokemon are 4 times a week to Ice, which is pretty bad. I think Kinger's the only one that's not technically weak to Ice Beam, but Yeah, we can do work with ice cream. Drake all confident.
The fits in this game are superb. Hmm.
All right, got another Altaria lead.
Two moves setup and then the sweep.
So we just have a quick calm mind. We're going to top here, and then execute. Kyogre is so strong, we actually don't need to Ice Beam everything. We can get away with a couple surfs, and we need to do that because we do need to save PP for Ice Beam. We'll need a couple of them for into championship. So we're going to do that by using surf on some Flygons instead.
Yeah, it's a shame we're not gonna freeze them.
Whoa! Flygon! Whoa! Oh no, our attack fell. What are we gonna do?
Oh no. Oh, crit too. Well, that's time loss, really. And we're not gonna be able to one-shot the final Kingja, though. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I tend to always use Yam there, so we just two-shot. Kingdra being water type, the water resist ice, so it's just a normal effectiveness.
And with that, we only have the champion to go.
No.
I wonder who it is.
Yeah. Who could it possibly be?
My money's on Juan. I think Juan makes a comeback in this game.
Yeah.
It's Brendan.
Yeah, this is Emerald remake, right?
That's up.
No, I think it's a professor.
The professor that was getting chased by the Pokemon in the beginning is turns out is actually the Pokemon League champion. Yeah, so here we are with the champion Steven Stone here. And contrary to his last name, he doesn't actually specialize in rock Pokemon. He's a steel leader. He does have some rock Pokemon, so it's not complete lie.
Okay.
Yeah, Steven is not too scary. There are a couple things that can go wrong, but for the most part, it's pretty. I'm just gonna kind of take a setup and see what here. We are gonna keep our eye out for a couple things that might happen, and adjust our strategy if they do happen. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get into the final battle, everyone.
Alright. Yeah, dude. 3 move setup. Probably. Darn, no freeze.
Yeah, so it has Toxic. We have to play around Toxic. And it's been hitting aerial ace. So we have to kind of manage our HP. Fit in all the calm lines that we're gonna do, and still be able to survive the Toxic and aerial ace that's gonna be hit in the face with. So yeah, we did a majority of the setup here on Armory over here. So we're gonna have to take a step here. We're gonna have to do a full heal incredibly. And it does have to use a race, so we hope we don't get it. Okay,
Oh,
that's fine. That's fine. It's not a big deal. We're gonna full heal it. Kylie can't really do any damage to us. Keeping up with the mission. So Aggron is the one that we just would be a little bit aware of. We should use Conan, but sometimes it can crit, and that can put us in a little bit of a bad HP. So gonna be aware of this here. Oh no, it crit.
Oh, no.
That's bad. We just put Aggron at the kill range, so we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to put Aggron again.
Wow. Wow. Bullet. All right.
Yeah, that Aggron, unfortunately, that crit is actually bad that we hit a crit on Aggron simply because it's put into kill range, and so we do get that nasty kill loop that we had to do. But yeah, the only other thing that with that Aggron that we wanted to aware of is the range. This Metagross has Bullet Punch that has a priority move, but we are outside that range and we hit her and win the fight. And so that's pretty much the end of the run at this point. Fortunate, congratulations, you beat Champion Steven. How does it feel?
Oh man, I'm the Hoenn champion for the 11th time. And time comes up.
Yeah, so time will officially be over after Fade to Black on Hall of Fame. Oh, Brendan! Oh boy!
How did he get in here?
Brendan's surprised that we're champions.
Or just barely underestimate.
Yeah, great job on the run, Fortunate. You're doing a great job showing Alpha Sapphire off. It's all three runners up here will probably agree. Alpha Sapphire has been very, very fun for all the pain that it causes. It's like a common pain we all share as Alpha Sapphire runners, and we can laugh about it and enjoy it. But it is a very satisfying run to be able to get through it and kind of get a time and be able to reach it. So I personally had a lot of fun running it. I'm sure Kaz and Fortunate would agree with that.
It's a great run.
Yeah.
First black string coming up.
We're gonna reach time as soon as we fade to black here.
And time.
Yeah, that's time. GG, Fortunate.
All right.
GG.
Thank you. Here. Now, thankfully, we don't have to do another fight after this. We're done.
We used
10
to.
minutes of cutscene.
Yeah, there's a fight, a Brendan 5 fight that we used to have to do. We have to watch the entire end cutscene to do it. We as a community decided we don't want to do that. We want to end time at the Hall of Fame. Since the fight is pretty inconsequential, we just lose, and then no matter if you win or lose, the game just ends. So we thought that was pretty inconsequential, and yeah, so that is officially time.
So yeah, it was a lot of fun having. I'll be running this again next week for the PSR Diversity Marathon.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
Crazy.
All right. Yeah, so again, Fortunate mentioned next week is the PSRD Marathon. Fortunate will be running it again. Yeah, it's been a pleasure again. We're here raising money for our RIP medical debt. It's been an honor to be able to be a part of this marathon. So thank you all for contributing, for watching. Octini obviously for doing everything in their means to be able to put this on. Octini deserves a huge shout out to be able to do
Only 2 more runs and then I
everything.
can sleep.
Yeah. So everyone get your donations in. It's a great cause. I'll surely be able to celebrate with y'all with the amount of good that we're doing with this parody. So yeah, really all I have.
Yes.
Yes.
Can you hear Octini talking right now?
Actually, I'm looking through the. No, I don't think we can.
I do like this ending cutscene. I do think it is cute.
Okay, now I should be able to be heard, hopefully. Hopefully. I'm going to start talking and just assume everybody on stream can hear me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the run. Thanks
I love
for...
how these credits are customizable, as in every single credit scene shows like the main Pokemon you use to fight each
Oh,
gym
really?
leader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that. I've never actually looked at the cutscene.
Oh, for the speedrun, it's kind of boring because everything is either Mudkip, Latias, or Kyogre,
Right.
but it's a cool little feature.
Yeah. Music obviously in Hoenn. Very, very, very good. Very well done. Hey Archie, a boy.
Yeah.
I'm just putting more stuff there. All right. So we're doing E4 round 2, right? Fortunate.
No, we're doing all megas actually.
There we go. Yeah. So if you're a Okay. All right.
yeah.
Fortunate. Do you have any last words,
Mhm.
Kaz or Fortunate?
I have to use the bathroom. That's my last words.
Okay. Kaz, you got last words?
I do not know.
Okay. Everyone, thank you for chilling with us. Thank you, Octini, for putting it on. That's us. Next is coming up is Diddy Kong's Quest with Ryan Ford. Check that out. Ryan Ford, awesome runner. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss that. Yeah. Continue to watch the marathon, everyone. That's us. Goodbye.